Popcorn at the bar already over here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just seen Ace Hood, a real genuine dude. I salute you. I salute you. Like, just your humble and stuff. I appreciate that. We need artists like you. That's it, at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar radio.
Yeah. You already know this the king of Philly, man. At the bar radio, man. You already
right. Where to get lit at? You on your own. Just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act getting on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always trippin'. I've been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimpin'. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro that came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, Tuna, you made this?
I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act getting on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always trippin'. I've been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimpin'. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro that came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just no white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back.
Popcorn at the bar already over here with Ace Hood.
seen how the hustle West with some of my folks to try to figure out what streaming
So the good thing is CP3. I just realized that as I'm checking all this, uh, I did that. Oh, your rant against the NBA, no one heard because the mics were shut off.
Son of a bitch.
But go ahead with the nice stuff you were saying.
They saw your angry face. They just didn't know what it was about.
Well, as I was saying, we'll be covering the NBA playoffs so far. Tomorrow night on Sports America podcast for the NBA Roundtable. I did a week off last week to get ready for everything that's going on. So they'll be breaking down all the exciting games. I know it's a couple of games going on now, but I really don't give a thing. And Capitals play at 7 o'clock playing Toronto at home, trying to get them back to that 7-2 loss they took to them 2 weeks ago in Toronto, and trying to gain some position in the playoffs. They're still in the 8th seed, looking to move up to possibly the 7th seed or all the way up to the number 4 seed if Pittsburgh falters in their last 4 games. They both have the same amount of points. Capitals play tonight, looking to get 2 points against Toronto. Then we have the baseball season that started. The Nats, unfortunately, just got swept by the Giants. They now was 5-11 that I just saw. So they were on the cusp of almost being 500, but didn't get it together against Pittsburgh.
Oh no, I'm not on
Arizona.
They had
a chance to sweep them.
I'm on YouTube, the Facebook joint, and Twitch.
It's going to be an interesting season with the Nats. They still have a chance to, have a quality season, but with a lot of young players, and still don't have their starting rotation together. Strasburg still isn't there. Joe Ross still isn't there.
Right.
Patrick Corbin, already throwing the towel on him, man. Ever since he had his kid, I don't know. He's
So you blame the baby?
Ever since he had a baby, man, I see more pictures of him with his baby than I see him studying his craft.
Yeah, shame on him.
So
you're giving up 9 runs in 2 innings, and you're supposed to be, the guy that's supposed to be keeping it together until the starters come back. You 0-2.
You blaming the man. I want to get this straight.
Hey,
you blaming the man for procreating.
Hey,
that's what it sounds like.
Like they said, man.
He said he's been in too many pictures with his baby. See, you gotta remember who said it. Who's talking. CP3 is in no pictures with his children.
Oh,
like
so
it's worse thing than AIDS. Worse things than AIDS is KIDS in some cases.
No. Terrible.
So having children is worse than AIDS?
In some cases.
You know what? There is a special place for you in the land down under, and I'm not talking about.
So this show has went to hell already.
I'm just saying. I've seen some situations.
Oh my God. You got a seat next to the devil himself.
I'm just saying some people should have been swallowed. That's all I'm saying.
This is how we starting off the show today. Is this what we doing?
Hey man, it's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
Yeah.
What are you celebrating, CP?
I hit my number early in the month.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice check coming and I'm going for more next week.
So that's why you're acting the fool?
You damn right.
Well, at least you let us know.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Congratulations on hitting your numbers. We just
So
pray over this
CP3, did you see the fight?
No, I didn't see the fight. I heard that Fury won. Now he has, I believe, 2 or 3 of the titles. I got to get part of boxing down. There's so much boxing going on since we've had more. I done lost track. That's why we had the boxing expert. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things fall out. But I believe I'm drawing a blank.
He's actually talking about retiring, or maybe even doing an MMA match.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think he's actually. I've never been a fan.
He's winning. Yeah.
He's winning, but
he's a quality boxer. People don't give him credit. And when he went on that crack bench, that kind of sour people on him. So when his titles had to get stripped from him, but he's technically never lost the title fight. He's only when he lost the belts when they stripped him from him when he was on crack and not fighting people he's supposed to fight.
Yeah.
So Paul points that out all the time, but he's never technically lost the championship belt.
Right.
So I mean,
it's crazy. Even the Pitman is only 33.
Here's the crazy thing though is
how old is that?
He does.
How can you do a crack game?
I thought he was way older than that. But he's also in talks. He's also talking because he did make an appearance at WrestleMania. So he's in talks to try to do something at WrestleMania again. Like even if he retires from boxing, he's going to make the amount of money he's going to
Yeah,
make
he's
is
gonna
ridiculous.
make money.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan. And you know, after the fight, there was some talk about his Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. They're supposed to now be fighting.
Uh,
So, uh, you said what? So, well, I mean, here's the thing. Tommy's his brother.
is he any good?
Huh?
Is his brother any good?
I haven't followed Tommy in any way, shape, or form. But Jake Paul was talking trash. Now they're talking about fighting. And if you look at Tommy, you would think he was related to Tyson, but whatever.
The only time he recognizes off Power.
I mean, I would recognize Tommy from Power Rangers, but Tommy Fury, I dated myself a little bit, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, I don't see why that would be something that we should be interested in. But you know, a lot of people are talking about it now. It's like, oh, they're gonna. I'm not a Jake Paul fan either, so.
I mean, they're doing their thing. I mean, I'm not gonna hate at them. It's just gonna be sad when they finally get knocked the hell out. It's gonna be funny.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna be sad for me.
So.
Jake or Logan, it's not gonna be sad.
So that's all you got in sports, CP3.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
We'll cover more tomorrow.
Right.
What you got for us, Lady Antoinette? What's going
First,
on?
I want to say that it was. I don't know if y'all saw the clip of this chick trying to run onto the basketball court, and the security guard. It's like he was watching.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He tackled that girl and like with the quickness. He was on it. Everybody's like, this man needs a rage, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, so what's going on with that? I seen one lady glued her hands to the court, another lady trained herself to the basketball. What the fuck is going on with that? They got child support coming. They're trying to get attention.
Protested.
Protesting what?
I don't even know. Let me check on that.
Yeah,
those two women were supposed to be protesting, and it was two women sitting right there in the front, and one decides to.
That was in the same game.
Yeah, well, yeah. There were two women sitting there. One decided to run onto the court, and this was the Grizzlies game, and we've been saying a lot about that game, like that series, because like you got two fathers from opposing teams. They're going back and forth. That's kind of fun, you know, back and forth. But this chick ran onto the court. The security guard tackled her, and then her friend was on there. They had to like carry both of these chicks out. It was bad.
I don't know what's going on. Sure, these ain't baby mamas just trying to get some child support.
No. It's they're protesting against Glenn Taylor.
What did he do?
Animal cruelty. The owner of the Timberwolves. Animal cruelty. They're at firms owned by his company. So it's alleged. So he hasn't.
So here's my problem. So
it doesn't matter.
So here's my problem with that. They can do that for animals, but how come no one's running on the court for when black people are dying in the streets?
You know, it's crazy because a lot of people who you would see protesting now were the same people that told Colin Kaepernick to stand up.
Yeah.
And not to kneel. They're the same people that feel like he shouldn't go back to the NFL. Those same people were telling him to stand up, saying you don't deserve to be in the NFL. You disrespected this, you disrespected that, but these are the same people that are now protesting for animal cruelty.
Yeah.
That's the prime example of this hypocrisy.
Yes.
What it's based off of, and that's what it is.
Yes.
They just don't realize it's hilarious.
But it's just crazy.
But it was pretty funny seeing her get tackled.
Every time a Karen gets beat up, that's a win.
And it tripped me out when anybody tries to run on the court or the field. They know they're gonna get fucked up.
Mm-hmm. They were in the second row though, like
he was waiting. He was like, "Come on."
First of all, you bought a ticket to do this?
Yeah.
Ain't tricking if you got it.
Oh.
So basically, you just contribute to the person.
Exactly. That you're protesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. And now you've gone viral getting tackled.
The greatest line is straight out of Compton is when those people they bought the NWA CD and they were running over with bulldozers and they looked at Easy and he was like, I don't care what they do, they paid for it.
Just like when same thing I was talking about Colin when he kneeled and people were mad at Nike because Nike didn't drop him. And what did they do? They went out and bought Nike stock. They went out and bought his jersey and burned them.
Yeah.
Yes, keep buying more. Just go buy more.
Just go buy more. Exactly. So, I guess we'll start getting to some of these crazy stories because there's a lot of crazy stories. This had to be the most ridiculous week in history of 2022. So what do you do when you're on a plane?
You said when you're on a plane?
Yes.
You sit down and you close your mouth.
What do you do when you're on a plane and you're sitting behind Mike Tyson?
You say hello and you sit back and you close your mouth.
What should you not do when you're sitting behind Mike Tyson?
Pick with Mike Tyson. Pick with him in any way, shape, or form.
Apparently what this guy did.
Well, he did more than that, but yes, that was one of the things.
When I saw the video, the first video I saw was just of Mike over the back seat, over the seat, just throwing haymakers. And I'm like, that's not going to turn out well.
Well, it turned out perfect for him, though, actually. A lot of people came to his defense on the plane, and then people who saw exactly what happened, the man did not press charges.
Yeah, he did contact. I was waiting to see if he was going to, not press.
He kept fucking with Mike, though.
To see if I was going to see if he was going to try to press charges or whatever, but I'm glad that you said that he did because, he provoked an attack from a man that's already known to be not chemically balanced.
That's not the smartest thing to do.
So, obviously he was young because if you're my age, you remember what happened to Mitch Green, who was a professional fighter, when he ran into Mike Tyson on the street, and when he was popping shit, and Mitch Green's eye had a mouth all to itself. His eye gave a whole nother interview.
So I can't remember exactly how old he is, but he's grown. So at the end of the day, he's a grown man. He knew who Mike Tyson was when he saw him. He took a selfie with Mike, then proceeded to pick with him. Even if you don't know Mike from back in the day, in recent history, you guys remember what was like a year or two ago when Mike just all of a sudden just started posting these videos of him training.
Yeah. Scary.
So who in their right mind is going to pick with this man? He was very drunk.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because after Mike beat him down, there's another clip of the video. And he was sitting there like a little child that just got beat and put in the corner.
So here's the thing people don't realize, and even before those training videos, there was a documentary that Shawn Michaels, they were doing about WrestleMania when Mike Tyson was the special guest referee in WrestleMania. And when there's a point when Mike swings at Shawn and Shawn has to...
And he accidentally... I remember
but he really connected. He said Mike swung so fast.
Yeah.
Like he said he broke my jaw with that little hit.
Yeah.
He said...
He give it his full force, but...
Yeah.
He accidentally hit him.
Like he said, I didn't even have time to move. He just...
I mean, but this is Mike Tyson. Like, even if, like, my kids, they don't know Mike back in the day. But I can guarantee, if my kids see him, they're not going to, and he's still big.
Yeah, I'm not boxing that dude.
And I'm going to be real with you. I've met Mike Tyson in person. This is going to sound messed up, y'all. But when I saw him, I was in awe because this man's head was the size of, like, me and CP3's head together. Like, why is your head that big? Like, he's huge. He's not real tall, but he's like big for no reason.
So
he's like a mutant. Like, why would you do that?
The funny thing is, I remember the Locks told this story. So the Locks told the story about when Mike was like wilding one night. He was smacking Eve on the ass, and they were like, "Well, damn, we're gonna have to beat Mike up." And it was like, "We can't really beat him up because he's go." So they were like, "Well, we're gonna sacrifice Sheik. Sheik is gonna take the first hit." He said, and then he's like, "We're not even gonna box him. We just gonna have to stab him or something."
Why not just move Eve?
That's what they want them doing.
Yeah,
But
come on, girl.
so when they're telling,
protect you, we can't protect her.
so when they're telling this story, Sheik's like, "Whoa, what do you mean you were gonna sacrifice?" He's like, "Well, you're the biggest." But
he did have a nice ass.
It doesn't matter. He shouldn't be hitting her. But the problem with Mike doing something like that is you can't protect her. At that time, she wasn't.
CB3 talking to the mic. What are you saying?
Just
What are you
because
saying,
she used to
CB3?
be a stripper doesn't mean that she deserves to get smacked. She wasn't stripping then, was she?
Offended by it. He probably had it happen before, so they would be like, you know.
So you're saying that
So
she's
okay.
Big deal, you know. She didn't smack her ass before. You let that
When
slide.
the women's rights people come for you,
What
I'm going to do exactly this. I'm going to say, "Oh, glad you're here." He's over
It's
there.
Mike Tyson smacking her ass. I'm security. Yeah, she didn't have her ass smacked.
So you're not going to defend her?
Mike Tyson.
The only way to
got it,
defend
bro.
her from
I
Mike
told her-
Tyson
I
is to
seen
move
her.
her away.
Yo, bro, are you not going to go over and tell him, be like, yo, Mike, you can't do that?
I seen them IG videos, goddamn it. I don't need it. Mike. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not yet. Something still needs to be done to remove her from that situation.
Eve, I need you to take your ass out of Mike Tyson's hand.
But Lady Internet, the funny thing about the Locks joint, these are the same dudes that went to Detroit and fought a whole bar, fought against Street. They still did not 3-on-1 not want to fight this dude.
40 niggas.
Listen
Mike
to
Tyson is not still eating.
Like I said, I saw this man in person, and he wasn't boxing when I saw him. He was in regular clothes, dressed like a regular man, but he looked like he was not human.
Yeah.
Like he does out. But he was scary, and he was smiling and being cordial and no.
The most realist thing is this: if Mike Tyson wanted to be undefeated, he never fell in love with boxing and didn't go through the whole money situation and stuff that broke his spirit, he probably would have been damn near undefeated. He was a monster.
He is still a monster.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's my nigga, man.
And I can guarantee even he beat this man up. Clearly, he held back when he was punching this man.
Yeah.
The man is still living, and he had minor cuts.
He had the ball up in the field with the way he was throwing it.
That's the only defense you got.
But at the end of the day, even in the fetal position, nothing was broken.
That's what I'm saying. He must have balled up because his eye socket would have been broken and suddenly he was throwing
Even
it.
if you ball up, anything he hit, he can break your bone.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he hit your rib, oh, yeah.
but the thing is, he got short arms. That's why he balled up. That's why he didn't get his back.
He was reaching, like, over and kind of
that's
threw
what
it
I'm
between
saying.
the seats and
Because a little
stuff
bit
like
of blood
that.
I saw the way Mike was throwing, it should have looked a lot worse than that. The way Mike was throwing him.
But I'm going to tell you like this. That man is, I hope he understands he is lucky to be alive.
Yes.
He should file his life insurance policy. And
So
No, because they're not going to cover him now. If you thought that it was okay to try to pick up Mike Tyson on an airplane, you do not deserve this policy because clearly you don't value your life.
So speaking of beatdowns, let's continue this trend of people getting beat the fuck up. So the baby beat up his artist the other day, and then last week the baby shot an intruder. That's a very busy week for him.
He said he shot. What did he shoot him at? It wasn't like threatening. He said, "I chose to save a nigga life today."
He did.
Meaning he purposely didn't try to kill him, but I'm just like.
The last nigga he shot, he killed.
Right. Like the Thursday night on NBC, he got his own law and order. He got an SVU case, he got an organized crime case, and I ain't got a regular case.
But see, here's the thing. The baby tells us who he is, and people don't believe him. And I understand that people don't believe him because so many people are what we call capping nowadays. But there comes a time where we need to believe people.
There are some people. If you're a criminal, right? There's some artists that you should never break in their house. The Baby's one of them. I would say Gucci Mane be another one.
Well, you said if they're a criminal, don't bring the criminal to their house.
Don't break into these.
Oh, don't break into.
Yeah, because like Gucci Mane killed somebody.
You can say that for.
That's a lot of people.
It's good.
You got average people. You don't.
And it's average people too.
House.
Say that for anybody in Florida and Texas.
I tell you, you don't want to break into mine.
Well, we know about your history.
Huh?
They go ahead and try they want to.
But I'm just saying, there are people that are known for, like, Russell Simmons told a story of when Suge Knight tried to, he came to 50 Cent's video set, and with a bunch of goons, and he was like, they were trying to shut down 50 Cent video. 50 Cent just starts laughing, and he's like, hold up. He goes into his dressing room. He comes back out with a chopper. Yep. All them niggas ran.
And
he's chasing them.
And he was able to continue his shoot.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered. And I feel him. Speaking of 50 Cent.
But when I do shit like that, I'm wrong.
If you're protecting your household or your situation.
A movie, a video set, I'm protecting
the video set.
So
you were not protecting the video set. The video set didn't need any protecting.
I knew everybody on the video set.
I just bravo for him doing it.
No, because some goons.
We didn't have Suge Knight come up to the video set, though.
I was ready in case it did happen. See, if it did happen, I'd be a hero. But if it don't happen now, I'm a thug. See, it's a thin line, man. It's some bullshit.
Okay.
You know what you said.
I should have called some goons up to the video.
So you just gonna create your own scene?
Hey, look, they do it in Hollywood and go viral. Shit, that's really what we need.
Bless your heart. Well, speaking of 50 Cent, like I said, 50 Cent and Benzino.
I know you about to go there.
Are supposed to be fighting in celebrity boxing events.
Benzino's gonna get murdered.
And we got an announcement from a little short video of after Benzino signed his little contract. This man, though, said that Benzino was a legend, and a couple of my friends had problems with that.
Legend in what?
That's what we want to know. What is he a legend in?
He's a boxer?
No. Maybe.
No, it ain't rap.
That, yeah. Maybe he's a legend for negative things that we've seen on reality TV. Maybe, I don't know.
And he's like 50, so maybe because he's old, he's a legend.
Benzino rap name on Benzino IG name is Benzino the Legend on IG or something like that. He's not a legend.
Right, and then the guy played along with that too. No, he's not a legend.
Like when we talk hip hop legend, like being co-owner of the Source don't make you a hip hop legend. Just makes you a co-owner of the Source. Let's be clear. And the Source is not even the Bible of hip hop as it once was.
Maybe was he saying he was like a legend for producing? Because
no,
he's not. But I just wanted to know if maybe that's what.
I mean, we talked about this. Like he's one of the very few people that couldn't get that Timbaland did a record for and it wasn't a hit.
Well, because Benzino is not good.
Because he sucks. They say.
Maybe he wanted to be legend of Bag of Bands. That's a good movie.
So. 50 Cent's Benzino's a legend that he's saying that 50 Cent's a rap. He's saying that there's paperwork of 50 Cent for ratting. He's saying
yeah, he said that. And they have beef.
Yeah. So 50 Cent also trolled him the ultimate way because he was like, well, you know, I'm gonna put your daughter in one of my shows on Stars. And she agreed to it.
Yeah. I mean, that's money.
That's money. That's a good career move. So then he was like, he says that.
Hold on. Alright, so his worst enemy.
Okay, he's not sleeping with the daughter.
His daughter.
Yes.
And you know 50 is going to smash his daughter. Just to prove a point of who he is.
No,
so when he does it, you applaud it, but when I do it, I'm wrong.
Time out. Time out. 50's not gonna smash his daughter because Coyle Ray body is shaped like a 12-year-old girl.
He
That's the first.
He probably do it out of spite, man.
Yeah.
You know
Plus, she got
she got this video. She was dancing the other day. I was like, wow.
She's like the black version of Miley Cyrus when she's twerking. This is not sexy about it.
Yes,
It's like anorexic girls twerking. You know, and 50 got a bad joint now anyway.
His
So
girlfriend is amazing.
So
and
not everybody's
like how he trolls everybody else.
And not everybody's not like you, CP3, that just wants to smash the enemy's daughter.
Right, you can't assume that. That's not nice.
Because something you've done in the past.
He said we'll see. But no, I think that the fact of the matter is Benzino doesn't have the platform to employ his daughter the way 50 could. Well, so it is a slap in the face to this man because 50 can provide your daughter with the experience and the opportunity that you could never. So yeah, well, that's more than enough.
But here's the thing: it's not so like when her sales job, he wasn't supportive of her. He made fun. Like when you're making fun of your own daughter for low record sales and stuff like that. Keep in mind the album dropping. It may not, but she had those other singles when she was popping. You were proud. She got mad at her because she was saying, you know, after Benzino and them lost the source that, you know, they were broke. And by saying they were broke, it's not like broke like how me and you broke.
Right.
It's not like it's okay. So now we don't have a Bentley right now, but we have a Jag or a Lex.
Here's the thing too, Benzino, who is very prideful to a fault, that stung.
Yeah.
So when you have a dude like that, and his daughter says this about him, and he's going to take a childish approach on it.
Yeah.
And 50 not only is providing her with an opportunity, but he's giving her support. So, to what you're saying, I feel like 50 is being more of a father to this child at this point.
Oh, he's definitely trolling though.
Which is a sting to Benzino, because you failed on so many different levels as a father to this girl. You know what I mean? You failed her publicly. He publicly shamed her. And 50's like, no, don't worry, I got you. You can come work for me and get a job, a good opportunity. Well, I support you. Come on now.
Well, you know, 50 is very CP3-ish, as in he sees a weak point and he's going to exploit it.
But it's not always about sex, CP3.
It's always about sex.
It's about money and power for him.
It's about money so you can have sex with pretty women.
He has a pretty woman, and we're trying to tell you, Benzino's daughter is not the pretty woman trophy.
I'm not talking about her. I'm just saying in general. That's what men's goes out to make money, to get women.
Now, 50, I can see 50 taking this woman or something.
So, Jamil actually kind of agrees with you. He said she might just try to smash because her and Benzino are
but that's the daughter trying because she got daddy issues.
Right, yeah. He'll have somebody's son that he knows smash.
He might.
And make a video.
If he was talking to his oldest child.
I mean, because he didn't do that with Rick Ross' baby mama. He basically, he paid Brian Pumper and put her in a porno.
I didn't even know about that.
The way you shook your head. That's what I'm saying. 50 ain't got to be the one to smash her.
See, now when I did that, I was wrong.
No, because you're the ones.
CP3, hold on. I never said he was right. What are you talking about? I thought that was foul, but you.
But he's not the one smashing these people.
It don't matter who's smashing. The bad that they got smashed. Penetration was made by someone else.
If she gonna be a hoe, he gonna give her an opportunity to be a hoe in public.
Right.
Versus you were plotting to make people hoes.
Yeah,
but I never put it on the internet
because you didn't have that platform at the time.
YouTube was around.
CP3, you went purposely after a guy who pissed you off, and the place that shall remain nameless because it's a trigger word for you, and you slutted out his sister. It was a sister, right?
You waited until she turned 18, and then you decided to turn her all the way out.
Collateral damage.
And you even said you felt bad for ruining her life.
It was collateral damage. I was a different person then.
Did you slut her out at the job or at home?
At home.
I was about to say I do not want to know because
You-
I know how some
Are you sure? Not
operated
once?
at that place.
Not in the nah, because I wanted to be a surprise. I didn't want to know until after I was done. Had to
After he tossed his sister around.
pretty much.
How many times did you toss her around?
Oh, I was a couple of months out. Yeah, I think that was about 2-3 months when I let her go.
And why'd you kick her to the curb?
I was just a timetable. I was just my plan. I had to do something that was going to hurt him to his soul.
And how do you find out about it?
She went crying to him and she was with me.
So let me get this straight. So you broke up with her.
No.
But we weren't together.
You tossed her to the side. You tossed her to the side, knowing she was going to go crying to him.
You ain't no better than Jada. That's what she did to August. He was emotionally unstable, her son's friend, and then when she was done with him, she tossed him to the side and went back to her husband because they were on a break.
I was toxic at that time in my life.
Exactly.
I had no problem admitting that. Yes, I
You're
did.
a narcissist.
I didn't know. Yeah, I was.
I was about to say, I dare you to disagree.
I did some fucked up stuff back in my day. I had no problem admitting that now. That motherfucker's nothing cross, but just remember, it's not that hard to go back.
So the P stands for Pinkett.
Stand for what?
Pinkett.
No.
Like Jada.
See?
That is the ghost of your past baby mamas.
I ain't got nothing yet.
Something moving on in this studio, and I feel like it's CP3's fault. Because soon as he was sitting there,
that's my angel getting upset with
your
angels
ain't about to be moving furniture.
I don't think. I don't know if we can associate the word angels with CP3. Especially after the story you just told. It's not like a story of you rescuing a baby.
If anything, that was your angels passing out because they can't get you together. They tied.
They probably forgot about that.
They
like,
tied.
That was probably your guardian angel. Like I quit.
I did so much good that they forgot about that.
That was your guardian angel flipping the table. He was like, I'm done.
He's like, I'm done. He's like, oh shit, I knew I missed something.
Okay, he flipped back in the book like, oh shit, those things were stuck together. Motherfucker. Hey man, I did it, man. I think I don't deny it. I did what I did. It was fun.
No, we're not gonna say it was fun.
Well, back in those days, it was fun.
Just imagine CP3 if they have a timeline, like when you get to heaven, there's a timeline like on social media of all this.
You remember this? He gonna be well, you can't say it wasn't my fault.
I mean,
not on Judgment Day, you can't.
Lady Antoinette, they're gonna be like, can you explain this one here?
They're gonna scroll thing. Okay, here.
Why is this girl?
Right here.
Why is this girl crying?
Right.
Hey,
Really bad.
this stuff happened to me too, man.
Oh.
The worst day of my life was April 28th, 1998.
Okay.
So I should be crying about that. My car, I let somebody borrow my I let somebody borrow my car. The person that he borrowed my car, got in an accident. The chick I was dealing with, first of all, tells me she's pregnant, and second of all, tells me she's married, which I didn't know. And then I had to go to fucking work that day and work the 12-hour shift.
Who was the father?
She said me, but that's before I knew that she had a husband, and I just wasn't taking the chances.
Did we get any confirmation?
No confirmation.
Okay, so 1998.
So did she have the baby?
No, we went to go take that care of. Yeah.
And then when's the next time you saw her?
I never smashed her again after that.
You don't know if she.
No, I went to the clinic with her.
Oh,
yeah. Wait.
I took off from work. Yeah, I took off from work.
So CBD, let me get this straight. So after that, you never.
Nah. Well, no, that's a lie. I think I did.
See, I got that.
I had to think about it. I think I did hit it one more time. It was like
you hit it more than once.
A couple of months later.
You hit it more than once.
Nah, because
at least twice.
Again, it's probably it
might have been twice.
It might have been 5.
I mean, because she had this unique talent.
How long? Basically, how long were y'all together?
About 6-7 months, and that's the thing I didn't know she was.
So 6-7.
Booty calls.
So you was 6-7 months. So you probably hit it about maybe 4 to 5 times after that.
Nah, because something happened.
He wasn't mad enough.
Nah, I did something to piss her off. I think that's what it was.
Of course you did.
Would you just scheme her mouth?
Oh, nah, because...
You probably smashed her mom or something.
No, because...
Smash one of her best
I met
friends?
her at the McDonald's right there by the job.
And had sex in the Burger King?
Nah, but then...
The McDonald's by the job.
The old job. I was a drive-through king back in the day.
I'm sure you were.
I got the drive-through.
You know what? You still like McDonald's a lot.
Yeah, I used to have some fun. I used to go to the drive-through, always pick up a little chicken.
You get $1 menu and a chick.
Pretty much. You know, you get the barbecue sauce with the chicken nuggets to go hand in hand. Dog. You gotta do that.
No, with the chick.
Oh, they like barbecue sauce too. Oh, I mean, but yeah, I mean, those are the days. Like I said, it was a different time, man. I was a different person, man. That was my main objective.
You still go to McDonald's a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't you. That was
I'm
Foots.
older now. Them chicks is too. They ain't going for me. They ain't got nothing on their brain right now.
You're concerned about what's on her brain.
I got a niece that's 17, man. I can't be messing with them little young, little boppers.
The managers are older.
True.
So what is the age limit if a chick is too young for you to talk to?
I think it's like 28.
But you got a niece that's older than that.
No, she 11.
Okay, I thought that the reason why you didn't want to talk to someone that young was because, I have a niece that age.
Yeah, but I mean, teenage, that's what I'm talking about, the young 20s. If they over 25, then it's fair game. But
so 25 is
but I won't do 25. That's too much. I do 28.
But what if she's really aggressive if she comes on to you?
Huh? Oh, she go, I mean, that's the thing with them. That's why I don't mess with the young chicks no more, because I normally don't try to smash the first night. But actually, the last couple of young girls that I was with got upset because I didn't try to smash the first night. It threw me off, so I smashed the first night.
So you have morals.
I mean, I wasn't trying to.
Wait a minute, lady
You
internet.
weren't trying to have morals.
Listen to what he no. Listen to what he said. He was like, it threw me off, so I smashed the first night.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss out on no pussy. I'm not going to miss out on no free pussy.
You're like,
no. Who's going to walk away if they tell you, basically?
Stop. And then you say, no.
It's like when I got kidnapped. I told y'all, man, it's crazy out here.
You did not get kidnapped. We established that. We talked about it in the last show, too, didn't we? And we established you did not get kidnapped.
I got PTSD, man. Every time I ride by the Exxon, man.
You did not get kidnapped. You willingly got into the car with 2 women.
You were like, you were like that kid with the candy, but you grown. So no, you didn't.
I ride by that Exxon, man. Start shaking.
You start shaking? Yeah. What kind of shaking?
Yo, CP3.
Yeah.
They said that that your guardian angel was on demon time.
Hey, it's possible. It's possible. I cannot deny.
Alright.
You know the story about Lucifer, right?
He was a fallen angel.
Wait. What happened to the people that Lucifer was, assigned to?
I don't know. They moved the show to Netflix. I ain't got a chance to watch it.
No, I'm not talking about the show. So if Lucifer was an angel in the past, was he assigned to some people to protect and cover some people? And if he became the Lucifer that we know, then question. Was he one of those people?
When a good girl turn bad, she gone forever, man.
We about to go on our music break, but real quick before we go on our music break, so Netflix is upset at people for sharing their passwords,
and Netflix, what do people do? Tell us what the people do.
So they're coming up with a new plan that's probably going to start in a year. That if you have more than certain people logging into your account, then you have to pay an extra fee.
That has already rolled out in like 3 countries, and they're testing it out. But Netflix has made this statement. Netflix has canceled a bunch of shows that people like. They were fan favorites. People like these shows, and they've been canceling stuff. So Network had a record number of lost subscribers.
Yeah.
And they expect to lose more. So there you have it, Netflix. You're making all the wrong moves.
I mean, it's not. I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of the Ozarks, but this show is about, this is the last one of this show. There was another show, what was it called? It was like these cold case killers. It's basically the people who, how they started profiling. Well, they did 2 seasons of it, and then
that's a common thing. They'll do 2 seasons or something.
It just stopped. And then they put whack ass shows on there that I'd be like, what the hell is this about?
Did you ever watch the show? It's like Jupiter's Legacy or something like that.
Yeah.
One season.
As
soon as it came out, they was like, "No, we're not gonna do it for a second. Give us time to watch it before you go and cancel
But to their credit, that show did suck.
But I felt like.
But it was probably gonna get better.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like it had a lot of potential because people like Marvel and DC, but these are made. They're cookie cutter.
What it was very. I like that part. They told the origin story in the middle of the show, but then the flashback, it was a little confusing for me.
I just like.
But then again, I drink a lot too.
I felt like if we're gonna see somebody with super strength, then we need to see somebody with super strength have a real fight.
Yeah.
In a real fight, you got super strength, and you punch something, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna break.
Something will break. Some blood, guts will be involved, right? Well, we had that in Jupiter's Legacy.
Well, that's why I like The Boys. But let's go on a video break real quick. I got 2 new videos up. We're gonna play TLP Star, who remember when he came through from Roanoke?
Yep.
Him and TLP Smoke, I guess another member of his crew, have a new video. And then Baby Simba, who we interviewed a while ago, he has a new video.
Okay.
And then we'll play some more, and then we'll come back and have some more fun deep and diving into CP3. And then we got Go Villain here, and he has some new music too that we'll be playing some of his stuff too.
Okay.
And then we'll CP3 and the Dark Side. Poor little girl.
Benji, how you get there?
You're a genius.
Yeah.
Double M Visions.
What's that supposed to mean? Man, what's that supposed to mean? Hit him in rock me, make it shoulder lean. Yeah. Next they buying guns, taking pics, what's that supposed to mean? You gave duck the smoke, lace that blunt, that's that special weed. We legit the plug, break it down, you won't find no seats. Way before the polls and the violence shit was TLP. And stop the speaking on my name and do no hits with me. Tell KO to sit one out, he'll do it here for free. Physically I'm straight, I blow the bitch, but fuck the mentally. Pass it to the bay, yeah, I'm a sinner like JaVale McGee. You ain't got no bread, why you hating? That's a penalty. I ain't got no guard for my bud who rode and grapple leaf. Stand up, we the trans, got the bands, babe, come ride with me. One hand on the wheel, and I pulled over while she topping me. And we roll a gun nuts, switch sides, you ain't from over there, why'd you up, start throwing the hood up. Too geek when I'm off that Remy, just been nauseous out my throw up. Too clean when I hit from the side, I stroke a little salt, don't like when I grow up. Ain't dumb and fuck with us, throwing the towel, long me give up. Taking pics, what's that supposed to mean? You gave duck the smoke, lace that blunt, that's that special weed. We legit the plug, break it down, you won't find no seats. Way before the polls and the violence shit was TLP.
I probably die before they catch me. Shouldn't have made it home, I thank the Lord cause he done blessed me. Teed up in my zone, really busting off this perky. Thought I had a clone, how I'm popping out with Smokey. That's my brother, ain't no joking. T-Gang, too official, T them talking, better listen up closely. And these goofies artificial, walking up like they know me. I ain't too much for the chat and you gon' have to come show me. Niggas thinking that they pack until I switch to the fully. Write a note about this money, I just touched me a dub. Remember all we had was hope, now I'm fresher than Dove. Remember holding up that pole, body loving the rush. We just packaged up the soul, left that boy in a Dutch. 10, let me chill off the Remy, I'm wildin'. But I'm aiming for a kill, nigga, reach for my diamonds. If it's not about a meal, you gon' have to come find me. You not ready for that drill, ain't no point in you
buying
lying.
guns, taking pics, what's that supposed to mean? You gave duck the smoke, lace that blunt, that's that special weed. We legit the plug, break it down, you won't find no seats. Way before the polls and the violence shit was TLP.
Mafia, 10 shot.
Benji, how you get there?
Y'all know the vibes.
You're a genius.
Damn, Max. This one's
Let's go. Ayy, let's go.
simmer, nigga. My turn. Ayy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. When I'm in the booth, I tell no lies. Don't point me to that beat because them guys ain't one of mine. You see that killing in my eyes. Tell that pussy come outside. Ayy, he was raised to run a high. Let's go, let's go, let's go. When I see my eyes, there's no talking, we gon' collide. Yeah, I fucked this being me tripping, fucked up his pride. He say he gon' kill me, shrug my shoulders, then I nod. Ask the last nigga that tried. Yeah, you can't, cause he with God. Call me Mr. Beat the eyes. I'm like Moses with that ride. Fuck your rules, we don't abide. I said I love you, but I lied. I like all my bitch sneaky. I can't fuck cause she too easy. Gotta cheat just to come see me. Ain't my bitch, but still won't leave me. Hey man, I been poppin' shit, man. Bitch something, man. Hey, I'm done beef with y'all hoe ass niggas, man. Let me talk to your bitch right quick. Hey, shawty, come here. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm pissed off my liquor, I might overreact. I pop a bean, we fuck for hours, and let's run back to back. I eat that pussy, I'm free nasty, watch me kiss up a back. I pop her, she talk too much, I put this dick in the neck. Make sure she stay, make sure she ate, that's how you get your respect. I like the hunch, we like the fuck, I think I love having sex. Fuck on your bitch, that's on my man, and I still fuck with my ex. And I ain't waiting on your cousin, I just gotta confess. She got a boyfriend and she messy and she say I'm on next. She on your nigga, fuck on me, don't have to deal with no stress. Don't trust no nigga, trust no bitches, get that shit out my chest. I fucked on bruh girl and his girl, know why niggas is pressed. Hey bro, I don't even know why you mad, you ain't the first one. You know what I'm saying? I been doing this shit, we been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me, don't hate the game, hate the player. Ay, they call me free, nasty. Some call me Zaddy. I don't do no talking, tryna fuck, send me to Eddie. I don't do no talking, that my business, please don't ask me. She get
bitch, you on a young nigga with some money, Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, wavy boy.
Fitted in on harness. Bitch, you wanna fuck on a young nigga with some money. Ain't no dummy, all I want is counting 50s and blue hundreds. Big dog, I might fuck your hoe and pass off just like I'm Chris. I ain't drinking Hennessy, I told him pour me up some Crystal. Yeah, I'm turned up to the max, look the wrong way, get you pissed. She for the street, her she a freak. I hit one time, now she in miss. Ain't tryna talk, ain't tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna be, just keep it street, I'm tryna put you in the brick
Nigga
wall.
keep tweaking on my name like I won't put him in the brick I wall. I play for keys, so stay on point. One little false move will get him knocked off. Bad bitch only link once, but you know I got my rocks off. She like a nigga with money, so you know she can't a big dog. Get a nigga pissed off, bullets like I'm Brad. She eating perkies like they Tylenol 4, and then I'm dozing off. She eat the dick up, now got locked jaws. Big stripes up, little bitch, I been a boss. She wanna fuck me, ass gon' cost. I done did it all, done seen it all. Bad bitches, fucked them all. I had money, I fucked off. With my old friends, they done ran off. Before I let a nigga take me, we gon' have a fucking standoff. I need to talk with God, cause them things I did was dead wrong.
Bitch, you wanna fuck on a young nigga with some money. Ain't no dummy, all I want is counting 50s and blue hundreds. Big dog, I might fuck your hoe and pass her off just like I'm Chris. I ain't drinking Hennessy, I told him pour me up some Crystal. Yeah, I'm turned up to the max, look the wrong way, get you pissed. She for the street, her she a freak. I hit one time, now she in miss. Ain't tryna talk, ain't tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna be, just keep it street, I'm tryna put you in a brick wall. She for the street, she a freak. I hit one time, now she in miss calls. Talk, ain't tryna link, I'm a big dog tryna forget. You tryna be, just keep it street, I'm tryna put you in a brick wall.
Hey, wavy boy.
Yo, and we are back. Things y'all didn't see off the camera. CP3 put out some handcuffs.
I'm just saying.
We don't know who they was being used on.
Look, you never know.
Why you took your little thing off of it?
Because they don't need to see everything. What goes on? You never know. Somebody might come into the studio, tripping, and you might gotta,
I'm glad that you're trying to flip it, because that's not what we think.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I know.
Anytime somebody just got handcuffs in their bag.
Because you never know. Sometimes you gotta go to a video shoot with a loaded pistol. You never know what might happen.
And you always got a handcuff key on your key ring.
Because you never know. When I was at my previous job.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna put you in handcuffs and you're gonna have to get out.
somebody didn't have a spare key on you that they don't know about. You gotta make a quick getaway.
You know, CP3, you be really having some wild out stories.
I'm saying.
Something wrong with him.
Like I was at my old job, and normally I would get there at a certain time, but that day I got there a little bit late. And then I put up, and the doors are closed, people standing outside, so I go inside. Someone came in, high off the PCP, and started kirking out the store. And see, if I'd have been there, I could have probably prevented that from happening. Because I had my baton, I had my taser, and I had my hand. I always keep my stuff with me just in case.
So, question. You have a baton on you?
Yeah, I'm an ex-Boy Scout. Be prepared is my motto. You never know what might happen.
So where's the baton?
In my bag too. Sometimes you got a kneecap in there. I don't
and
fight
you
fair.
talk about me.
I don't go for attempted murder charge.
And then wait. I don't have any charges. Thank you very much.
But if I stab someone, 9 times out of 10, that's what it's going to turn out to be. Unless I stab them below the knee. Not that I have.
I don't have any charges.
I don't either
anymore. So anyway, we have a guest in the building.
Yes, they got gas. I told you need to get gas.
You gotta get out of jail free card.
It's not a get out of jail free card. There are many companies that offer insurance to gun owners and people in certain professions as well, so that if there is a situation and you do have to draw your weapon and fire it, that they will come and they'll bail you out. They will represent you. They will have a lawyer for you.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, those are good things to have for gun owners.
For legal registered gun owners, right?
Now, mind you, who's the one who's talking about this?
Because I follow the law. Hello.
Same.
But it also goes like if you're fighting someone.
Yeah.
And they happen to get hurt. Because and it is, some states are trying to make this a law now, but if, let's say, someone breaks into your home, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, and you shoot and kill that person.
Yeah.
Some states will allow for that family, you may be cleared legally on the criminal side, but some families will be able to sue you. Especially if they have young children.
Yeah.
So you can end up paying like child support or something like that, So, I mean, at the end of the day, like if something were to happen to you and your baby mama wants someone to help provide because they
baby mamas,
then that person may have to dish out money to your minor children.
Anyway, we got Go Villain in the house. We got Go Villain in the house.
But this is so they won't sue.
What's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm live.
You live, man.
What's up, everybody?
Nothing.
Hey, what's up? Long time no see. And they still putting the blitz on my man CP3, man.
Man, you gotta get to it.
Oh, man, I gotta get the break.
He deserves it. He puts himself in those situations.
I'm just trying to live life and stay out of trouble, man. They just keep on stereotyping me and profiling.
You know he's not. You know he's not trying to stay out of trouble. You've seen it yourself.
And profiling.
You're a good man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I know, Go Villain, you're a big CP3 supporter, but CP3 gets himself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
I don't know. I don't think he get in trouble. It's just he get caught. Like, just be quiet, bro. When they talk, bro, silent, bro, so you don't incriminate yourself.
It's all
the less
good,
you say,
man.
bro, it's up to them to assume.
It's all
but then
good.
you gotta say something and then talk.
I gotta explain to them the circumstance of what be happening. See, they only see a snippet of it, so I gotta put it in the context for them, and they just choose to look at the most negative side of it instead of looking at the positive view like I am. I hope that young lady find her way in life.
Wow.
She wanted to be a slut, and I helped her become a slut.
No, you even before you said that you felt bad. So
I did
now,
for a second.
All
But that
of
was
a
her
sudden.
natural path. I just helped her in that direction.
So you saying her natural path was to be a slut?
Yeah.
See,
Her brother was a slut.
Mr. Billy said,
I mean, her brother was a slut. And his
see,
other brother was
this is the
a
dude you defending. This is the guy you're defending. I just want to let you know
it's
this.
kind of hard to defend him when he continues to put himself in a situation.
It wasn't that hard for me to do it. So I mean, obviously the tendency was already there.
First of all, you waited like 2 years.
Yeah.
For this girl.
But I ain't like I was engaged, talking to her and corrupted her mind.
Thank you for going at the bar.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing?
We good, man. What's going on, bro?
All right, I got a request. I got a song that I would like y'all to play. It's by my man Go Villain.
So you
a Go Villain supporter?
Yeah, that right there. That's my motherfucking inspiration right there. Big homie. You feel me?
What's your name?
I'm Big Mike.
Big Mike. Go Villain. Big Mike is supporting. You got him over here. He is flush. He done.
Like what? I'm trying to figure out.
He said Big Mike said he is supporting you. What's your
That's
favorite Go Villain song?
What's up, big dog? What's up with you? Hey, y'all, I want to hear "Humble" though, off my man. My man just dropped a new album and shit. I want to hear "Humble."
I mean, so we gonna play it, but you ain't even got to that part yet. You jumping the gun. This is the beginning of the interview, but we definitely gonna play it. I'm on up Spotify. I'm gonna play.
Appreciate that, Big Mike, man.
But we definitely gonna play the joint.
Man. Follow me on Instagram. Go Villain on Facebook. If you're not already following, I'll follow you back, bro.
Bet. Yeah, man. I got you, dog.
But we definitely gonna play. We gonna be premiering some of the new stuff from the tape just dropped today.
Hell yeah.
We gonna play.
All right, y'all stay lit. Holla.
But though we do appreciate you for showing love and calling in for this man.
Thank you.
That's always a good thing.
For sure. Hey, automatic, man.
Support that matters, dog. That any type of support is a blessing.
Thank you for calling.
We had better timing next time.
CP3 over here.
It's like every time I come, bro, somebody different call. Remember the dude that called from like he was like country or something? And that's when we was really getting into it. And then they had to say, yeah, somebody called and somebody, we all got quiet.
Because we always think it's the CP3.
Yeah.
Big Mike, bro.
Got you scared. Now
I don't even know nobody named Mike. I know somebody named Michael.
Well, he said he about to, make sure he follows you on IG. So check your IG. So that's what's up. That means you got people looking.
But it's a good thing when you have people that support you and stuff like that. You know.
He heard him like what?
CP3 was sweating like a mug, though.
CP3 worried.
Thinking he better time and call him.
Because of you.
Hey, look. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to be worried about.
Oh.
How come every time the phone when you start to sweat?
Yeah.
Because you never know, man. It might be the IRS, it might be the government. I don't know. I've done some things in the past.
Oh.
I just started using the real government. Hard out here.
I bet it is. I bet it is, though. You know what?
That's probably where only got 8 times.
He said he like humble. That's his joint.
Yeah, I've been working on some new tracks myself.
Yeah, I was hearing when I was walking in, bro. Like, And that's the thing, man. Consistency, man.
Yeah, just trying to, it helps relax my mind, keep me out of trouble when I get off of work from a long
Keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah, making beats, being creative helps get that, some of that negative energy out. And, when you want to go out and smack the shit out of somebody.
See, this way.
Right. Then I listen to the Red Man joint, slap the shit out you, and that helps you get it out. That's like my theme. That's like my theme song.
Yo, you got problems.
It's better to get it out than just, some people just get mad and just let that shit just build up in them and then wondering why they have a that.
So let me go play Big Mike request, and then we're gonna actually get into the questions and stuff about some things.
Go blind charge though.
Laser out of space.
Robin, I'm just having fun with this shit. I got me a job just to humble the kid. Had a 10-year running this shit. That's what humble the kid. That's what hustle the kid. That's what money again. This what money gon' do. We all know what a simple ass nigga gon' do. Splurge like the fur, flip the bird, shake a wang, Pharaoh Wang. I remember what you went for fame. Try and get rich, ain't try and hang. Me and this clip one in the same.
Got it! Got it!
Humble me. At your respectfully. Ask me what up with me. 2 desert eagles and 3 can make company. Just for protection, I bust your ass humbly. I ain't the nigga that's talking about Glocks and shit. That nigga that's talking about boxing shit. Big business, I'm talking to partnership. At this strip club, throwing no scholarships. This hustle is bringing the dollars in. Still dirty and crooked like congressman. Ice cream man, Neapolitan. That's gas when the fire be out.
A few moments later.
Robin, I'm just having fun with this shit. I got me a job just to humble the kid. Had a 10-year running this shit. That's what humble the kid. That's what hustle the kid. That's what money again.
Show me a guy that respect me. Show me a guy that's gon' flex with me. Show me a guy that's gon' be his fucking absolute best with me. Humble me, rumble me, get down low and tumble me. Show me, nigga, you can handle me. That's how that shit's supposed to be.
Alright, that's one of the new joints, Humble. I actually heard that song this morning when I was when you put it in the playlist in the DMV Versus joint. But what's going on? So you got a new project out.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We're gonna talk work ethic real quick because a lot of people want success, but they don't want to work for it. And they think success is 1 or 2 songs. And like the last time I seen you play me 85 different new tracks that didn't make the cut. So like, how do you come up with your work ethic?
Honestly, there's like a bunch of people. There's a bunch of different opinions. Cause like I started like before I started off, I like listened to my ear, but I know that my ears can get watered down. Like how you go to how you go smell cologne. You go put cologne on, they give you coffee thing, you gotta smell because your nose get overpowered with the scent. So just like the music, you'll keep listening to it, but you overpower it. And then you listening to your ear, but you standing firm on what you know. And then you trying to like block out all other opinions and everything else. Like I came to you that you listen to some stuff. You like, all right, this make the cut. This don't make the cut. This make the cut. All right, cool. And then I still wasn't feeling it because I've been making music, but I haven't dropped any music seriously since
10K.
10K, exactly. So I was like, dang, like, what do I do? And then all my music got wiped out, like, on all the platforms. So I'm like, dang. So now this gives me an opportunity to start off fresh. So then I'm like, this stuff right here is good. But then this way, how do I go with it? But then I just kept making it, and then eventually it's going to come to something that you do like, and it's not like kind of like just put together. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I always try to go for like a project, so people can kind of like understand. So then I came with, I'm here, I'm alive too. You know, so I'm here in the present, and I'm alive just to be breathing, just to be, just to be able to put this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So, like one big person that helped me and motivated me to do this tape right here is my man Filson. He worked with me and stuff like that. So I sent him a couple of things. He's like, man, I like this part. I like this part. I like this part. You know what I'm saying? He fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, but he don't see me like the song. You know what I'm saying? But that's good for me because he probably did. But that was good for me because I'm like, boom. So now he in my mind like, yeah, bro, just telling me, get a little better. Because he'll play me some music. And I'm like, damn, this shit, these niggas rapping, these niggas is busting. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like a little old school, you know what I'm saying, to them. Like, but I'm like, but I can keep up though. You know what I'm saying? So then I took what you put last interview, like this is some of the old school rappers. So then that's how I started working with different melodies, cadences, and stuff like that. And just ways that I put these words together.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. So the work ethic comes from y'all, pretty much.
So input from everyone else.
Correct. Good input, bad input, so input. Some people like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like my man Phil, somebody here, real nigga, like real street nigga, like yeah, he talk that shit, and then it's always my little brother. Like he always in my head. Cause he like the beats that you pick. He said the flow there, the stage component, it's just the beats you pick. Pick better beats and be alright.
Well, one thing is a lot of people that they don't solicit criticism. They want yes men, but they don't solicit criticism.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we did bring his stuff through. We sat down, we listened to it. I told him the ones I didn't like. I told him the ones I did like. I was like, without, this. Like, and he was, and he listened. He was accepted to open to what I was saying. A lot of artists, and we know when we go through this all the time. A lot of artists, oh no, this shit hot. Oh, you hating, bruh. I am not hating on your shit. If you ask me what my opinion is, how the fuck am I hating? Like, I'm not hating on it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But that's my critique.
Right.
Good friend Johnny from New Zealand.
He sent something.
Yeah, they sent an email, so he sent you a new track from his son, Phase Out.
Yeah, we're gonna play it tonight.
Yeah, he was chiming on my feed or something in the email, but yeah, it's it's interesting. Like you said, all of your stuff is wiped out, so you can like start fresh and start new. That's always good to take a step back. It's unfortunate you lost all your tracks, but take a step back, see some of the mistakes you made, see some of the stuff that you wish you could have did differently, and now so-called starting fresh, putting new music out there. Now you can address those things, like you said. You sat down with 151, went through some of the critiques, and went back and listened to some old school, and you're trying to improve your craft, and that's what it's all about. You can't, like you say, have yes men or think that, I'm the best now, and nobody can do better than me. This is what it is. You always have to evolve and get better and practice your craft and get better at it. So that's one of the number one keys to being successful, in my opinion.
Fact. So when the songs I played them, I didn't use none of them. Even the ones he said good, I didn't use none of them. I didn't use none of them. Like you said, probably 80 songs. We was just going through.
Let's get for a minute.
Yeah, like I said, I was 30 minutes. Yeah,
it's
like,
a process, I'm sure.
Yeah, cause like the thing about it is I had to cut all the yes men, because people want to go around like that shit crank, but it would crank, like we putting out at the end of the day it's music, but we putting out a product. You know what I'm saying? Just like drugs, crack, whatever you trying to put, like, you know what I'm saying? It's diapers on the like you go see. I got my little baby. I go buy diapers. They got Huggies. They got the Safeway brand. They got the other shit. You got to compete with them brands to be on that show. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to compete with the Shy Glizzies, the no savages, and no, you know what I'm saying, like that.
You're
Like,
branding yourself.
correct.
Yeah.
But
You
you
have
have
to be protective of
yeah,
that.
and you have to put that product out there, and then now that my stuff got wiped out, it's kind of messed up because of the listeners that was there for the music and the recurrent, revenue or whatever like that.
Right.
It's gone now, but it gave me a process. So now all my videos there, so they see all the videos, and now they see not in just one album. They got it's like 3 singles and just about like 10, 11 videos. So they see videos, new album. That's cool. So
That's
you
good.
start off fresh.
Well, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
So I'm glad that you went back and was listening to the old school stuff. While you were going through that process, is there any particular artist or even era that spoke to you, like kind of stood out from the others?
I was Big L. What's the other dude? We got the curly hair, light skin dude with the curly hair.
There's a bunch of those.
He just, I want to say Satchel Bob is,
J. Cole?
no, not J. Cole, old school rapper.
Old school?
From Cypress Hill?
No, not old school, no.
Not that old.
No, he's a light skinned rapper. He just rap by himself. That's Satchel Bob, what's his name? I'm calling him at the same, call me on every time. He wear the leather jacket.
There's so many people.
That's so many people in the 90s and 80s.
Light skin, curly hair, red leather jacket. You could be describing me, except for you talking about a man.
I don't even know. He rap.
Do you know what song he sings?
The song is that's what I'm saying. I need his name to know the song.
He from the East Coast, West Coast?
East Coast. That cuts it down a little bit, though. I will say that.
East Coast.
We know a lot of West Coast light skin, curly hair.
At New York.
New York.
Light skin? Mont?
Nah.
Special ed.
Special
Okay.
ed.
I was thinking him
Special
too.
ed. Special ed.
Okay.
Because I know you weren't talking about no MC Brian. So.
Special ed. Special ed.
That nigga from Ohio.
That's what
I'm the idol, your highest title, the
Right.
number uno. I'm not a
That's
Puerto
what I'm
Rican,
saying. I know
but
you
I'm
weren't
speaking
talking,
so
but
that
that's
you
what
know.
popping in my head.
When I heard him say curly hair, I was like, that gotta be special ed.
Yeah. But it's funny you said Big L. I just talked about him last week.
Yeah.
And nobody ever talked about Big L no more.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Big L was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So I
Because we were naming like underrated artists.
Mm-hmm.
And Big L came up. That's who Lady Internet said. We was naming a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
It meant to be a quick conversation, but I think it ended the show.
And honestly, Big L was like my first person that I said.
Stuff on Rico.
Mm.
Wow.
He just had a flashback.
Yeah, man.
He said special ed, not light skin. Well, what is
He a little brown. He not red light.
He brown like me.
Mm.
He not red light.
He not
Like
red
when
bone.
he said light skin, curly hair, the person I thought about was Busy, and I was like, you ain't talking about Busy.
I mean, as soon as he said curly hair, I just thought special ed.
I was like Ice-T,
But when he
you
said light skin,
I see. I know Ice-T, but his
Yeah.
name couldn't kind of like. I was like,
No, but
Satchel
see,
Bob.
when you said East Coast, that kind of helped out because a lot
When you
of
said Sideshow Bob, it was throwing me off because
Yeah.
his hair is not really. But if you would have been like, if you said the dude from the '90s with the good hair, there's only one rapper, Special Ed.
God, they made.
So what about Big L and Special Ed, like kind of?
Alright, so when Jay-Z first started out, Big L was like knocking Jay-Z ass. Like Jay-Z couldn't, sorry Jay-Z, you're my favorite rapper. But that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's my favorite. He my favorite rapper because everybody else fell off or whatever like that. Not Big L, but because he rocks. But Jay-Z stayed consistent, and you see him now. You know what I'm saying? So Big L, he hacked or whatever like that, but you got to keep that.
Ebonics is one of my favorites. When he starts breaking it down, that shit is crucial.
Well, I mean, I will say this. I mean, had he not passed away, maybe he could have come back with something.
He probably would have.
You know, who knows? So there are a lot of people, unfortunately, their lives were cut short. We don't know what they would have amounted to up until this point. So, unfortunately, but he definitely was on back in the day.
Oh, and shout out to Crew. He said that Jay admitted Big L was on another level, and they were trying to sign him before he passed. And I do remember that they were trying to sign Big L to Rockefeller.
And that's why I said had he not passed away, who knows what he.
Oh yeah, Big L was because like even Tupac worked with Big L.
Yeah, he definitely could have.
I mean, shit. The funny thing is though, before Big L, it was Lord Finesse.
Yeah.
And Lord Finesse was nasty too. And but then Lord Finesse started doing more producing. But Lord Finesse was nasty too. They were around
the same area.
They was part of the Digging in the Crates group.
Yeah.
But they were hot. So I know it's been a while since you've been here, Go Villain, but as always, what is your top 5 right now? What's your Mount Rushmore? Has it changed? What's going on with that?
It's changed. So now I want to go with I gotta put some new people in there. Like last time I think I went all like old school rappers kind of stuff, like legends. So I'm gonna throw like the new ones in there. So like, we go Jay-Z.
That's not new.
I feel like you said Jay-Z.
Yeah, I know Jay-Z's still in there, but I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing it up. Jay-Z in there. J. Cole in there. Kendrick Lamar in there. Drake in there because he can't lose. And NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
So, interesting you said Drake. I think Drake is good, but there's an asterisk to me by Drake's name.
And what's that?
Because Drake don't write all this shit.
He used to. I liked him better when he did all his own stuff. That was a very long time.
But do I still think he's a great artist? I still think he's a great artist. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kanye's a good artist. Kanye don't write all his shit neither.
Kanye bonkers though. Like that's the only problem with Kanye.
I know you're a Kanye hater.
It's real. Like I never been that big on Kanye. It was something about him. It was a vibe, and now I know what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's real. He makes hits. He works well with some people, but he bonkers. That's
he do that too.
But now I will say Donda was his worst album for me.
Nah.
Kanye is a musical genius.
There we go. And a lot of geniuses are.
Yes, they have issues. Most talented artists have issues, so that's why I'm not really tripping about when he goes on his rants, because that's just like, back in the day, he has to do the cocaine because that's what makes him creative. Kanye, he has to have a neurotic breakdown every now and again to keep him right. Like I said, when his mom passed away, that fucked him up big time.
Right.
And I don't think he ever went and got therapy for it. So he's going to, as long as he's not putting hands on nobody and, doing nothing, danger anybody's life, let him have his rants as long as he's making.
I'm not even talking about his rants.
But let's get back on the Go Villain. What made you put NBA Youngboy up there?
Because he influences a lot of people, and he's the hottest in his era. Like right now, you could say him and Lil Durk, even though they're beefing, but him, Lil Durk, they're like the most influential rappers.
I mean, Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby is doing.
Lil Baby too.
The funny thing about Lil Baby is really lyrical. I remember riding in a car. I was like, oh, this dude's actually spitting. He's not a mumble rapper to me. Like Lil Baby can actually spit. Like the Baby can spit too.
I didn't know it was the Baby and Lil Baby.
Yes, two different people.
Yeah, I just found out.
Yeah, that was very confusing.
Okay, I make sure I wasn't on it.
The Baby is probably the one you hear the most.
The Baby is the one.
That's one be knocking niggas out.
Yeah, that's the one you can relate to.
Yeah,
that's why I said
I don't know Lil Baby. I know that Baby.
Have you heard the Baby's music?
I heard some of it. They just play in the club.
Yo, here's the funny thing. We were just watching the video. The video that was on before everybody.
Yeah, I've been watching Pop Smoke.
Yeah, but it was a video that had Little Baby in it.
Yeah, I saw the name.
And the Baby.
This shit's confusing as a motherfucker. Why everybody got me Baby or Little? Man, shit. I missed the original names. Eric B and Rakim. Public Enemy. Shit that stood out.
Blame.
Everybody little something.
When it comes to hip hop, Blame Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
But we had Lil before that. Okay, let's be real.
Yeah, but everybody wasn't Lil.
You right. Everybody wasn't
Lil Uzi, Lil G, Lil Baby, Lil Pistol Grip.
Oh my God.
Lil Bottle.
Anyway, Lady Antoinette, do you have a question for Gold Villain? Please save us. Save us from CP3.
Terrible. This is awful.
Save us from CP3 going on.
So when you came down to your final product, what was going through your mind when you were like, you know what, this is it? Was it pride, like, oh, I'm proud of this and this is good as it is, or did it take a moment? Like, was that sudden? What was that process to say, you know what, this is it for this album?
Like when I came, I played all the music. I was like, all right, this good, this bad. So I separated. I thought about what I could do better to change this. The stuff that wasn't good, and I said, the good stuff is good. So if can I touch it up, now it's gonna do what I gotta do. But then I was like, man, something is missing, right? So I kept like kind of like I have a list, and I'll like put another song in there. Like I need to add something. Something is missing. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't put it out. I just didn't feel right with it. So then I got a new laptop. And I had like a recording streak like 3 days, 4 days, like I was locked in. Like girl get mad, like I'm ignoring everything, everybody, every call, like I'm like locked in, like 3 songs in like in 2 hours, 4 songs, something like that. And I heard it, I lined them up, and I was like, this is that intrigued me. So I'm like, and then I played it with that shit. I'm like, this got more energy, more flavor, more variety. This got a lot of variety, but the variety goes together like that. It meshes together. So I'm like, shit. I said, this is what we're gonna put out. I could have put more songs, but I said, nah, we're gonna go with 8. So now that I'm learning like the analytics and algorithms, I think my next drink, I'm only gonna be dropping EPs for like 3-4 songs. Because now that I'm finding out like the album, people not listening to the whole thing, they just listen to that from first 3-4 tracks.
I mean, like Pusha T's project he just dropped was only 35 minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't. I mean, and I was fine with it. Cause but every song on there slapped, so I was like, oh yeah. So if you drop a project that's like 8 songs and everything bangs on it, I mean, he accomplished the job.
Right. But you know what I'm saying, that's Pusha T. So like, I'm not saying I'm different, but no different. Like it's music, but like when you sharing the music, sometimes you can't get spammy. You can't do this, and the film, and then people had it like they'll listen to it all the way through. Like not saying that they don't listen to it all the way through, but like you can tell which one
they like.
They really like than the ones that that's been they listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had their personal favorites.
Definitely, like someone just called about Humble. That was one of his personal favorites.
Did you play it all the way through?
Which one?
The album. The whole album all the way through. And then
Before I I thought about putting skits in. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Then I was like, all right, well, this song, instead of putting intro, I'm not gonna put intro. I'm gonna put this song right here, the joint called Heavy Hand. You know what I'm saying? So my man Puss, the one who kind of inspired this tape, that's his favorite song.
So we about to play Heavy Hand.
Cool.
Let's do it. I was about to say what song you want me to play, but then. But since you mentioned it, you just made it easy.
withGo, what it do, bruh?
This for my bitch, she have what she like. Got caught cheating not once, about several times. Uncle told me couldn't cook that dope, cause my shit pouring heavy hand. There's money everywhere, whores in every land. Mark your territory, this is villain land. Poverty stricken, I made my way out. I found my way out the belly of the beast. Hot head nigga, I got me some sense. I watch what I eat and I watch for the beef. Watch for the kids, keep my ear to the street. Out of sight, out of the mind. Like the brave, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I done been David, I been Goliath. I done made shit songs, hang around, yes. I done been pressing, working my offense. Working my defense, rely on my offense. Feel like the plug got a drip on my garments. What do I think of you, cannot be honest? Better quit this shit while you ahead. Scrape the pot, I got heavy hands. I'm not the one, I'm not the two. Don't compare me to any man. Don't compare me to. Yes, we can, nobody can. I bet you can, I bet he can. I got you, dog, don't let me down. Oh, told me a million ways. Made myself a boss and boss, and now I get myself a raise. Made myself a boss and boss, and now I get myself a raise.
So why heavy hand?
Say that again.
Why heavy hand?
That's not my personal opinion. But Phil said when I sent him the tape, like he was like heavy hand, like you know what I'm saying. So once he said that, like I'm like then I knew like yeah, bro, we got something. You know what I'm saying? Then another my other man Warren G at my job, you know what I'm saying. I sent him some joints. He was like mankind. I mean not mankind. Humble. He said humble. So then my man Choir Boy, he was like humble. That's the first joint you should do a video to a push.
You already know that people like humble.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think what's really good is you listening to your audience.
Right. So then when I guess Karen said play heavy hand, you know, I'm like, I bet, like, you know what I'm saying, like. You go with the audience, play what they want, so you don't have no time. Just like it closed the gap. Really.
Yeah.
That's what's up. CP3, you got any questions or something? You like heavy hand reminds you of what you used to do to people, doesn't it? Smacking people because your hands were heavy.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes you gotta smack the shit out there, man. You know? But all right, with the you already know I'm more of an old school. I have been listening to some, I've been listening to more Pop Smoke. Unfortunately, he's passed away now, but I've been getting appreciation for some of his stuff. I actually listened to some of his tracks that he had out.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I know, that's why I did it. I was like, I know you probably looking like, what the fuck?
Come on, people.
Exactly. So I'm trying to broaden my horizons too. But with the game where it is now, I'm hoping it'll get more lyrical. Because you mentioned folks like J. Cole and Big L, who passed away, was also lyrical. Are you looking to bring that lyrical edge back to the music, or are you looking to just, find your own way and be your own voice, or, what's your plan going forward to try to change this rap game in a better way than where it is now? Is my question.
All right, so do I have lyrical stuff in the catalog? Of course, like that's something that you have to do, like as a rapper. If you don't go put you on like an old school New York boom pat beat and like go at it, like, cause that's how you get these bars. Like that's where it comes from. Like to me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own origins of where rap started at. For me, when I started picking up on it, it was like the New York era. You know what I'm saying? Right. Some kids now they gonna say Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's all in your generation. So the lyrical side is, you know what I'm saying, there. And if you take a chance and actually listen, you'll hear it. Like Heavy Hand is for one a time, I can't incriminate myself, but a time, me and my uncle, one of my uncles or whatever like that, he was in the kitchen or whatever like that, doing some shit. And I poured too much. You know what I'm saying? In the song, it tell you that, my uncle told me, like, he stick to something else. This ain't for you, bro. You got a heavy hand. You know what I'm saying? You're not cooking right. And you like, it's holes, you know, money everywhere, holes in every line. Told me to be a pimple son. You know what I'm saying? Do something else. There's money to make. You ain't gotta take this profession.
Right. I had a heavy hand on bartender. It's frowned upon in that industry.
Yes.
You had a heavy hand when I was bartending? I pull yours straight, so you can't complain.
So, what do you look for when you for in a beat?
A lot of different things. You gotta like. It's pretty much timing. Actually, it's just all on time. I don't really go like. I go shopping for the beats, but like if I go listen to a beat today and go buy that joint right to it, Thursday when it come to go record that shit, I ain't trying to record that shit. That's just me, cause it ain't fresh to me no more. I can sit on it, like after I record it maybe, do I sit on it and maybe tweak some stuff? Yeah, of course. But me like going by the beat and then like sit on it like before, just listen to it over and over again. Nah, I need that joint fresh. So when I hear it, like when me to produce something, play me the joint. Boom. Once he play me them joint, upload it. Let's get it done right now. Like that's how we gotta go. Or if I'm at home, I find the joint, get the leads or something like that, and then let's go straight to it. Cause it's like the timing, like the mood there and stuff like that. Cause you can't have no anthem type song. Like on Tuesday, you gotta be you on an anthem. Then Thursday, your job that just made you mad or something. Now you gotta go to the studio. You pay studio time ahead of time going in there, but you not hyped like you was Tuesday.
Right.
How you gonna make that? You know what I'm saying? Some people can do it, but it's hard.
Right.
It's definitely hard. Lights come on, that's it, baby. No matter what's going on in the outside world, you gotta be able to perform when it's time.
Robert Price gave you fires for Heavy Hand.
Oh God.
He gave you some fires. What song do you want me to play next? Or you just want me to randomly choose?
Let's go with Funky. Funky is, I think, my person. Funky is something that I want to drop something to, but it's going to be like, the video kind of going to be funny. I want to, like the trap shit, like it's cool, but like, I'm trying to like lift it up, like make it funny. Like, cause these trappers and these gangsters and stuff, like, they're not mad all 24/7. Some of these niggas is really funny and they really bust your ass. Like, they'll shoot you laughing at you type shit. So you gotta have fun in the videos and stuff like that. And that's what I want to start having. Like, not be all serious and stuff like that. Let's have some fun in these things. Let's do some wild to show what we really be doing other than like hustling and working and stuff like that. Let's show the fun side of stuff.
Alright, let's play this joint.
Man, fuck Loco.
Get away from this shit, take a break. So anime, eat the cake. So my last job, they kiss my ass. I ain't working for nothing. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit. You can do what you want, know your lane, don't you play with me. Put me for brands in a Garcia vague. Backwards, party some shit or some fun. Act right short, they might leave with my number. Vacate for the summer. A bucket of Swiss, I like dunking the ball. Baby, I'm working, not dunking your cars. Baby, I'm working, not dunking your cars. Baby, I'm working, no one is involved. Baby, I'm this shit, take a break. So anime, eat the cake. From my last job to kiss my ass, I ain't working for nothing. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit. It's that funky shit.
Yeah, that's different. Like that's like telling you like it's funky because this shit is like you know what I'm saying. It make you move
A little guitar joint.
Yeah, it got a little uplift and it's light. It's not so like with the dark synths and 808s like that. It got a little. It's like a little uplift, little light beat. But then I'm kind of swaying with it, and I'm just pretty much just talking about like how these jobs and stuff like they're all working. So I said I quit my job. I ain't working for nothing. It's that funky shit. You gonna go right in your job. Fuck you. I quit. Go. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And then in the time, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, how my girl think I'm not at work, but I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm ducking their calls, but I'm really at work, baby. I'm working at, shit like that. So it is an uplifting beat. That's like one of the lightest ones.
CBD can relate to ducking female calls.
No, ducking. Just happen to go to voicemail whenever they call.
It just happens.
It just happens.
I'm so glad y'all can't see Lady Antoinette's face.
Such disgust is on my face.
Lady Antoinette, do you have a question for a guest?
I'm so sorry. My face is, you already know my face was not more of a picture.
It's my fault to go to voicemail. That's what voicemail is for.
You're sending them there.
No, I don't hit the button. It just happens to go there.
So,
It looks to kill.
Let me turn my back, because this one right here, you feel victimized. So do these women. But I hope that you don't have no song for CP3 on this album. But as far as songs, do you feel like any of your songs on the album are like straight up you've done the song to dedicate to someone or anything like that?
That was that one.
That's the one? You dedicate exactly who you dedicate? Is it a specific person or just a group of people that you're talking about? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't really do that, but I don't really do that often, and I don't do remixes. But that song, that's kind of special to me, and I like it because, like I said, it's lighter compared to the others on the album.
Okay. So that's the only one that you dedicated to someone?
Ever or on the album?
On this album.
Oh yeah, that's the
on
this
album.
That's the only.
You had to think about it?
No, the only one. I mean, yeah, So, like I said, Pilsen said heavy hand rocking, so
So that's your dedication to him.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, people dedicate songs all the time.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like they fucking with it, so like they helping me. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of it all.
Right.
So I gotta appreciate the people that help.
So while we on dedication, do you normally like make it a point to say specific names or anything in your songs? Is that something that you do, and would you recommend to others to do that?
Sometimes I do, in like certain parts, but most of the time I don't, because it leaves the people like guessing, because they're like, damn. Because some people remember the situation I'm talking about, but they're like, damn, well, what is it? Then some people come back and ask me like, was you talking about me? Or a girl come back, was you talking about me? I said, I just go like that, like you know what I'm saying? Like, cause they ever think the situation is about them, or I'm saying fuck them, or whatever like that. It could be something back to 5th grade. You never know. But that's whole,
what you like. You like the guessing.
Yeah.
That just happens to me all the time.
Well, no, you know what?
You talking about me? Like, why you
usually you are.
But that means they know they did some foul shit.
No, because when you tell the descriptive story, they know that you're talking about.
I don't know that they the one. I could be in that same situation with somebody else.
No, most of your stories are very specific.
Your stories are bad, CP.
Yeah, they're bad and they're very specific.
Yes, yes, they are.
At least your dear friend Mr. Villain over here.
Your best supporter ever.
Right. He at least is like kind of being vague about it.
Yeah, some people need to know.
They leave people guessing. But these people know exactly. Like somebody went in the comments and was like, "It was me," and put her name in there.
It was CP3.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to be known, they want to be known. I don't do that anonymous source shit.
Anyway.
Put yourself out there. Let it know.
CP3, you're terrible.
Insane shit. Be real.
I'm
I feel like you need to have a conversation with Mr. Villain about leaving the people guessing.
No. But then they can play ignorant, stupid. Being right in their face.
See, that's what's on the right there.
See,
lessons, man. It's a gift and a curse.
I'm glad you're not the one out here trying to, be in this music industry because I really feel like your content would be terrible.
I'll be like the baby.
So we have a special request. So normally at bars at the bar we ask people to freestyle a cappella.
Right.
Cruel Intentions, Jamel Wansley sent me a beat a while ago, which is a New York beat. And he was like, yo, you think Go Villain can freestyle over that joint? So, Mr. Villain. So we got a beat. We want to see if we can freestyle over for bars at the bar. Oh damn, you already okay. Now I gotta get it.
No phone. Oh,
Alright, just give me a second. Let me I gotta go to my email.
I'll go back to the lab so I can see.
But artists, I want y'all to take notes too. Like for real, we got like when you come to a podcast and you're getting interviewed, tap into your fan base to let them know. Like we've had artists that we tell them a month ahead of time, and they don't have people call the show. They don't have people interacting in the comments because they're not promoting the fact that they're on the podcast. But then you want us to use this platform. It's a two-way street. Support is a two-way street. Because we have no problem supporting, but in order for you to grow, we gotta grow too. It's a give and take situation. Not like CP3 running up on you.
I don't know what CP3 got going on.
With the Glock out.
Have you ever had somebody that's full of shit and just be constantly hitting you up randomly with some dumb shit? They're gonna be talking about shit.
Yeah.
That should be killing me. Like, what the fuck? And I think you do, yeah. They are from New York, so you probably
jail. Lady Antoinette got the skip jail card. My bad. I fucked up a little bit.
I can play another one if you want me to.
Motherfucker stuttering, the words coming out faster than I can say this.
Like an R&B song. Never mind. Thank you, sir.
Something sound like an R&B song. Sometimes those are the best songs to
That's
go
true
off
too.
of. A smooth little flow.
This is the most sober I've ever been for a show.
You said what?
This is the most sober I've ever been for a show.
Yeah, we ain't had no liquor today. That ain't lucky.
What is it? Can you get drunk off
Some
this?
creamy stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. You can get drunk off this.
Head and dress swing like on water. Show it to your partner if you get it, nigga, he gon' get it.
Yo.
That was a nice track. That's a nice spit.
I see they got the beat was really too loud, so you really can't really hear him rapping.
I mean, in here we could.
In here, but I know I gotta play it through the I gotta hook up the other laptop and then play it through. That way I can control the volume. Yeah.
Shit is not fire
It's just something that was CP3. CP3 gave you fire on this.
Lay hands on some folks too, heavy hand.
No, that's not what he intended you to do.
Heavy handed in my day also.
Did you hear him? He gonna lay hands to folks on heavy hands.
Yeah.
That's not what the song is
Right,
meant.
I'm
that's
humble,
like, no, you're
and
not.
sometimes you gotta have a heavy hand.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know when to hold it and know when to fold it.
Oh
Like Kenny
my
Rogers.
goodness. That's the, how you gonna quote? You know what? I'm just.
And I was also heavy handed and smacking the ass.
See,
tend to leave my hand. I mean, it's multifaceted. I was heavy-handed in different ways.
You are
terrible.
You are the devil.
Multitasking, man. Like, heavy hands, good in certain situations.
You would take a positive song and just make it to something negative, just cause.
I have that ability. You haven't noticed that yet? I can defile the cleanest of songs in many ways.
One, two, 1, 2. Yeah. I want to see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now I know how to do it better. So it's up to you, Mr. Villain. We can run these joints back and we'll be tired. We can just wait on another time. I mean, you might be hyped right now.
Let's go. You got something new with it now?
I know one thing he on his live.
I got, well, these are the 3 that he sent me.
What was the other one?
Let me see. I think we looked at this. Let's see. I shut this off before I even heard the beat. Said it was R&B. I'm prejudiced. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all apology.
Turn me up and turn the beat loud quick. Wild bogey in the basement, grandma's house, smoking weed. Grandma like cut that noise, know these trees, blow these trees. I blow, got knees. There's mental stimulation in the Himalayas. That's all she gon' get it. Why she get it, baby? Head when she stroking, get me stroking. Head while she stroking, get me focus out. Back to work, now my 9 to 5, clean and sweep the flow. She heat the dough. I got keys that jingle, keys open the door. Him will flip the flow. I knock your head off your wax and they gon' mop the flow. Heartless though. She's a heartless, so she take your snow and she swap it. So in your pockets, not your pockets though. In and out, not I flip the flow. Get me though. Don't bullshit me. Slick on that flip, on that hustle. Mode, oh, slick on that hustle mode. I hustle home, time I drop to a Spanish house. Casual stash house. Drop to a stash house. My words get twisted a little. A key and that beat a little. She gon' do a little while, show her how I work a little. Go on hit it, cause it gon' hurt a little. Gon' work a little. Crash my whip soon as I left it. Got a new whip in 5 days, cause I'm.
And you didn't want to play that beat.
That's my favorite.
It came on like that.
It came on after I had some R&B shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, if you sit back and think about.
I heard 1 second of the R&B.
Nah. If you think about it, sit back and think about it. There's some great artists who had a beat that a lot of people could consider an R&B song.
That is true.
Like, real talk, that song gave me J vibes.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to start spitting myself.
I was about to start around. I was like, damn, it come out the top. This thing's kind of hard.
No.
When you first played the first couple notes, you was like, nah, it's R&B. I was like, no. I hear something in this. Who did that beat?
So let me answer your question. So, dude, you said, please give my man some up-to-date shit. So I'm going to respond to that since you put it in the comments. When we talked to him, I was like, yo, my man said you want to do some like a New York track. So if you're paying attention, before you make comments like that, if you're paying attention to that that what was going on. So, I know, but I just like to address it. I like to address when they put stupid shit in here because it's not like we here trying to flunk you or working with you or anything like that. Like, and being a rapper, you should be able to rap on things from trap to boom bap to whatever. That's just my thoughts.
But what's up to date concept? You know what I mean? The current
like
trend.
He probably talking about something like in the
like
current
the current
area.
trend. But for me, I feel like if you have a song that's a current trend and you come on here, we want to hear something different. That shows your versatility.
Yeah.
So I want to know if you're versatile. You just spit on a track that sounds like it's straight off of a Jay-Z album. So if people mad about that, I think they need to get themselves together.
I mean, that was like, oh, I could pick old school beats better than that. Like, bruh, then do it on your own podcast. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Alright? He critiquing shit. You ain't doing.
You don't mean no harm, OG. Just keeping it, and I'm keeping it real. And you me say don't mean I'm keeping it real. Like honestly, like honestly, this is what we do. No one's like you coming off like we trying to play him and we not trying to play him. And I asked dude, and here's the thing: the conversation is, yo, can you rhyme to this? He said, cool. That's what we do. If he said I don't like that beat, then I'm not gonna play that beat.
And at the end of the day, you don't know who's listening to this.
Exactly.
Somebody at that can give this man great opportunity could have heard that last track and him spitting on that. It was like, yeah, that's what's up.
So,
because he's not just one type of rapper.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, I've listened to Go Villain on neo soul tracks. I listened to him on trap tracks. So I've listened to him on a variety of tracks. Not everybody. First of all, not everybody has the ability to rhyme on different tracks. Some people are stuck in one genre, and that's all they could really do. I remember it was a big thing for when Ludacris rhymed on a Premier track, because that was like the very first Southern dude to rhyme on like an official New York beat. Stuff like that.
Let me say this. Way back in the day, okay, and y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. There was a up and coming rapper. Somebody played him a track. Actually, they told him what beat they were gonna give him, and it was a 70s R&B track. He balled his face up. He did not want to do it. He spit on that, and it was one of his biggest songs ever. And yes, I'm talking about Biggie.
That's true.
People still talk about Biggie now because of that. So you never know what you're doing. And I'm going to be real with you. Go Villain, you did well on that track. And I'm proud of you. It sounds wonderful. And if you sound good, I'm going to give you your props.
Yeah. I'm always going to keep it 100. But I will address, like, if I see something, I'm addressing because I because we promote more positivity, but when people coming up and they throw shade and negativity, it's like, it's uncalled for. Like,
yeah.
this platform,
At the end of the day, you can't think inside of a box.
Yeah.
You can't, the current trends are just that. Everybody that's coming out with songs during these current trends are not going to be talked about 20 years from now.
Exactly.
So you still, 20 units, 20 years, 20 days they may not even be talked about. So at the end of the day, you still got to think outside the box. You can't think that we got to give him a beat that that's with the current trends, and that's fine because everybody's doing it.
That's true.
Everybody's doing that, and we talk about this all the time on this show. And if you've listened before, we talk about it. What makes you different? Well, what makes Go Villain different is that he was able to spit on those tracks. Everybody that's doing these current trends cannot. I've seen it. He didn't have nothing written down. He wasn't reading off his phone. He's live right now.
That's true.
And he did well. So that's that. I'm gonna try not to get mad. That's because
Nah,
I know
mean,
y'all too will be y'all be quick to get mad, but
Yeah.
y'all know when I get mad, I'm nasty with
Yeah,
it.
I know.
So I don't because I feel like
That-
I don't want to take from Go Villain.
Villain.
So to say
Say-
something like that, he did well on the track.
He did well. I mean, it is what it is. You know, we can't please everybody, and I'm not here to. Last time I took a show was at the bar. I ain't here to please everybody, but you know, um, so what can we expect? What are you going to do for your visuals for this project? How many videos you looking to shoot? What are you going?
We're doing about like 3-4 videos.
Okay.
I got a couple locations in mind.
Okay.
Couple songs like that. But it's just sort of timing. Everything is timing. You just can't, certain stuff you can't rush out, certain things you can, certain, you know.
I mean, you a working bro. I can tell you that now. Like, I thought I was at work. You stay on the grind. You stay working. You stay.
That's how you gotta be.
Yeah.
But, no bullshit. Like, you gotta keep at it, bro. Like I said, it's a product that you're trying to put out and push. So, right now, you know, from the looks of it, I got good reviews on the album. So,
That's what's up.
you know, that's cool. That's cool with me.
That's cool. What you got? What you got, Lady Antoinette?
I mean, I just want to say, you've been here a few times on camera and all, and I'm proud of the progress that you're making. You know, I like to see people grow. It sounds like the first time I met you, you were all over the place. You know it. You were all over the place. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna put out. I'm gonna put this out, this out, this out. You know. And now you're being more focused on what you're putting out there. It's because I see that you're trying to build your brand. You have, you know, in your mind what you want to present the world to represent you, and that is amazing. That's wonderful, and that's part of your growth. You know, you're focusing in, you're zooming in on some things, and that's really good. And with your work ethic, you know, I feel like that's definitely good to accompany your talent for your career. Listen, man. Yeah.
What you got? What you got, CP? What you got, Chinky Eye Bandit?
You know, I've been drinking since Friday. Friday. It's Sunday. What? I'm talking about my Black and Lee's heritage, man.
But we didn't say anything other than the fact that we can't see your eyes.
What do you got to say to Go Villain, man? What you got?
Just like you said, you see the growth. Like I said, the ability to spit over all 3 of those different tracks, you know, with no problem. Just keep doing what you're doing, focusing, keep honing your craft, and keep grinding, and you know, just take the opportunities and be ready when the opportunity comes. Cause you get your foot in the door, you gotta kick that motherfucker open.
I mean, for me, what it is, and it's gonna be the common theme is the growth. Like when you first came here, you know, you were hyped and you this, and it was the hype was the energy was there, but the focus wasn't there. And then as the more you came, the more focus you got. And we're all about talking to, you know, telling people about their growth as we see it. We ain't gonna wait till you gone to give your flowers and recognize how much you've grown as an artist. There's a lot of people that lose all their music and they quit. I'm done. And like the hardest thing is to be like, you know what? I'm gonna start over and then and still be focused, because you know when you lose everything, that means you have nothing. That means you're starting from square one again. And but you still did it, and then you did it in a nice, timely manner. And I know you personally, so I know in between this, I know some things that happened, and you know, and you still didn't knock you off. You still was like, I'm still building, I'm still this, I'm still that, and you did. So like I said, we're very proud of you, and watching your growth is always a phenomenal thing. You know, And we also appreciate you because you're one of the people that consistently, even when they're not on here for an interview, show us love, through comments or likes and shares. Hell, there's even times you didn't came and you wasn't even on camera, you was just here. Which is, dope energy in itself. It's like, it's not always about being in the spotlight.
Right.
So, we do appreciate you for it.
And you followed direction. We told you to keep us posted and you did.
A lot of people don't do that neither. Until they're ready to drop something, they be like, "Oh, can we come next week? Oh, we already booked."
Bullshit. I just appreciate y'all just coming here learning, actually, just to learn. Just different opinions, different variety and genres and music, different tastes. Like, that's sometimes impossible to get now in this era. You know what I'm saying? Actually, pure, raw, opinion.
Right.
So that to me is very rare when it comes. So most people, you can't even really talk about a topic with anybody nowadays without them veering off or disengaging from the conversation.
Yeah.
It happens.
Bitches. What you say?
They some bitches.
He's saying his favorite word. That's all he doing.
Why you just have to say it in that voice?
I don't even think he knows what we're talking about.
This is the man that you defend all the time. So Ben, I just want to let you know that.
He just want to say something.
This is the man that you defend all the time. And he just randomly says this wild shit on every show.
I know it's true.
Okay, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you happy now?
No.
That we acknowledge what she said.
But you know it's true.
Okay, girl,
Even though y'all want to deny it. Some bitches.
How soon do you think you're gonna start shooting the visuals for the project?
Probably first week of June.
June is a great month, right?
June is a very expensive month for us.
That's true, but it's a great month too.
Yes.
It's an amazing month.
Turn 26.
I will be 35 now. Okay. I've gone up a little bit.
It's a leap year.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I think I might do something. If Renegade still at Top Golf, I might get a day at Top Golf. The day, either the day or the weekend of my birthday or something.
That's not as long as we don't make any trips anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next month. That place in Tennessee you went last week. We might gotta take a road.
We need to go to Tennessee though.
We might gotta go to Tennessee.
We need to go. You come with us though, man. We're gonna go ball hopping in Tennessee.
Man.
Make a video in Tennessee.
When we off the air, I'm gonna tell you all about it.
And watch it. There was alcohol involved.
I mean, it's Tennessee.
Let me go play a video right now. We do play independent music. I guess I need to play a video. What is it?
We gonna play our family.
Yes, yeah. He sent me 2 songs. I'll play those next. But I'll play a video real quick.
I need to start playing in my trip out there. And link up. The pandemic kept me from getting on my stats.
So let's play a random Renegade video.
Okay. See now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. Look, I'm tryna leave the night with you. Okay. See now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. cuffing season. Better shoot your shot, cause ooh, I might be leaving. Call me a fly, baby, and it keep on teasing. It's been a long 3 years and I got to know me, but now I'm tryna get wiped up. Tryna be the sunshine in his eye, no lie. So when I come around, it's lights up. I'm done with the summer fling. Okay, so now I'm looking for the right love. And the way you're looking at me feels like I found him tonight, huh? Are you the right one? Okay, okay, okay. See, now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. Look, I'm tryna leave tonight with you. Okay, okay, okay. See, now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. Look, I'm tryna leave tonight with you. You look like you just might be with all that freaky shit. Tongue twisting, finger licking, put it in, take it out, then back to licking. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I play fair. When I put the work in, tongue twerking, I'll have your toes cocked up in the air. Whoa. I'm sorry, I had to. Okay, bring it back. But let's get this straight. If you're trying to cuff, I better get respect first. I'm a queen and I'm filtered. This the only pussy you'll need to quench your thirst. I feel the spark, and I know you do too. So please tell me if I'm wrong. And if I'm not, come here, give me kiss. And 'tis the season that's about to last all year long. Okay, okay, okay. See, now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. Look, I'm trying to leave tonight with you. Okay, okay, okay. See, now he looking at me. Okay, so baby, what's it gonna be? So tell me what you gonna do. Look, I'm trying to leave tonight with you. Okay, listen. I know I was talking all that freaky shit, but I'm really trying to be somebody's wife out here. So you'll get that shit later. Yeah.
Run, yo.
That boy P, so he crazy.
No. I was down, now I'm really about to go get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with division. My money be piling, we don't do division. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet that they get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh, bet that we get up. Pushing this weight, I'm doing sit-ups. I was just dirty, now I got my fit up. Too good for these bitches, I bet they gon' miss us. And I pack a bag if you think that I'm trippin'. I keep this shit brisk like I'm sip lipped on. Even though niggas don't know what to get on. You ain't shit, till your niggas go and get on. Get you some pack, go make a flip homes. Yeah, I'm stuck in my bad ways. Niggas always being burnt out, so I dip them all in the ashtray. I don't understand these niggas that just always talking about, yeah, they past ways. I don't understand these bitches always comparing me to they past days. I give a fuck about you, you give a fuck about me. I just be rapping for money, you be rapping for free. Feel like that I rap like a god, the reason they call me a G. I'm against all of these odds. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Never no worries, Hakuna Matata. They say that I'm hot cause the devil with Prada. I'm Soulja Boy first and these niggas gon' follow. Catching no feelings, you catching these hollows. Ride with Rodriguez like I fuck with Rollo. Ain't got no time when I see this Movado. Bet that bitch shine like I'm in Monte Carlo. Looking at me like I done hit the lotto. Counting your last days, get hit up. Talking that trash, hey, on Twitter. Your bitch, she be bad, yeah, I'm with her. When she see me, her face be lit up. Boy, better go ahead and mind your business. I don't go back and forth like tenor. Run this game, I don't get no finna. But we bout to get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with division. My money be piling, we don't do division. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet that they get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh.
Yo, we're back. Shout out to Renegade. He's having fun. Shout out to Go Villain.
Yes.
Uh, shout out to Budweiser. The greatest lie they ever told was they're the king of beers. They're not the king of beers.
I don't like none of them.
But Budweiser is not the king of beers, sir. They can't even hear you because your voice is so low.
Hate on the king of beers.
They are not. They are. Who lied to them?
The label, my man. It says it right
there. Did
there.
they give themselves that title?
Gilbert Arenas called himself the Hibachi, and that was a nickname. So they called
But I'm gonna be real with you right now. Are people calling him the Hibachi?
Some of these motherfuckers still on.
I'm just saying. If we're talking well tasting or beers is gonna get you right, Budweiser is not my first choice.
I don't drink beer at all. However, I will tell you that people that I know that drink beer, when they talk about their favorite beer, none of them say Budweiser.
Just some quiet taste. I didn't say it's my favorite.
Cheap.
What is your favorite?
What I'm used to.
What is your favorite then?
That's my favorite is the tie between Beck's Dark and George Killian's Irish Red. Two of my favorites.
I've never seen you drink either.
Good. Yeah, costs a little bit more, but Buddy White is a little bit cheaper, so I go with Buddy White.
Buddy White.
Remember that's what he talked earlier. I was like, what is Buddy? Who?
Buddy White. It's old school, baby. You don't know Buddy White?
I said, oh my goodness. No, we don't. Oh no.
Don't be hating on Buddy White.
Okay, so I think I have some other topics though. So Megan Thee Stallion had an interview with Gayle King. She said the little midget shot at her and they were saying dance bitch dance. They haven't released the whole interview. I don't know, man. First of all, from the bottom of my heart, fuck Tory Lanez. You know, because he was supposed to do a show out West Virginia and he took the money and ran, so he's a shady person. So not only is he a midget, he's a thief and a midget.
What's the happening?
We're not saying that. We're not, okay? We at the bar radio do not condone the statements that CP3 makes. I just want to say that, but go ahead.
So she's basically had this interview. What are your thoughts, Lady Antoinette?
So I'm unbiased when I approach this situation. Part of the reason why is because I've seen Tory on his live. I've seen Tory, present that type of personality and attitude. I could see him doing that. So
short with the conflict.
He does.
He does.
And when he brings these girls on, he used to bring these girls on live, especially during the pandemic. It was like really bad. And
it's because IG shut down.
Yeah. And he would go live on IG and all of that. And it was just the way he talked to women. Like, he's like a younger Too Short. Okay? So think about it like that. Like, that's the vibe he was giving. And so her description of what happened sounds very real. It sounds like something that could happen. Now, with that said, when everything hit the fan, Meg had conflicting stories.
Yes.
She said she was shot in both feet, but no bones or ligaments were torn. I know people who have been shot. I know how many bones are in your feet. That did not sound believable to me when I first heard the story. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not believe it. I was like, I don't like Tory, but Meg's story sounds a little suspect.
Okay.
I just can't see both feet were shot. So I was like, did she get cut from something? And as a result of him shooting the gun, we know that he had a gun. We know he shot the gun. And they said that someone shot the floor of the vehicle as well. She could have got cut by that. So that's how I was looking at it. At this point, because her story has changed so much, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm tired of hearing it. Like, y'all go to court, y'all do what you got to do.
It's been like, what, 2 years almost?
I don't even know, but she done did so much. And then right after she had the surgery for whatever, she immediately went and performed, and she was twerking, she was doing her thing.
So it didn't like could have hurt that bad.
So I don't want to necessarily dismiss her because it's probable. I will admit that I didn't believe her initially. A lot of people did believe her though, and then they felt stupid when her story changed a lot.
Yeah.
So now she's on Gayle King, and she has the Waterworks, and she has a new story. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm tired of it. It's kind of like with certain celebrities.
You're over it.
Yeah. Like, if she has a new album or new song, I'm more inclined to listen to her song than to listen to her song.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I feel bad for her, but I don't. That's just how I feel. Whatever's going on for both of them, I wish them the best. Whatever healing they need to do, whatever justice needs to be served, I'm going to let the courts get down to the bottom. I'm not going to pretend to be social media court, because that's what we know that's what people do.
That's the area that we're in.
And they be all wrong, loud or wrong. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to form my opinion based off of the story that is given to me, because the story has changed. You have to see, you can see this. So, I'm like, whatever.
CP3, what are your thoughts?
It's crazy, the fact that no matter how heated the argument or whatever, that he would pull his gun out and start shooting and shit. I don't really know about the dude, I know, we had some business dealings beforehand with the little motherfucker, and Poops and Vanish like the Lucky Charms guy, and End of the Rainbow and shit. But, I don't know, man. I mean, seems like a piece of shit to me, so it don't really...
Keep clean your ankles.
Hey. I don't know. It's just so much. I don't even know all the ins and outs of Lady Antonelli, saying about the story change. Just the whole situation is crazy to me.
Because, we did talk about it for a while.
Yeah,
I know we're all tired of talking about it.
The fact that her fine ass would even deal with that little munchkin motherfucker, little munchy cheese, talking about them guns the other day.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, my sister had one.
I did too. I ripped the hair off of it though.
I used to punt that little motherfucker across the room.
See, I guess I can't say nothing because I scalped her. Mine was gold.
He was like Samson, the trip was in his hand. But yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. It's relationships or anything. It's coming to the point where people are pulling guns because they're, not happy or something's going on. We spoke about, the situation with my sister friends a couple of weeks ago with the guys getting ejected and almost costing them their life. So it's, all I can do is shake my head, man. It's just,
Yeah.
So, CPD, I got some bad news, but some good news that you may want to hear.
I already know Megan Good with them out there. I'm still trying to get her to be in.
So, ASAP Rocky has been arrested.
Yeah, she got him out there.
Damn, why you seem sad that she bailed him out?
First of all, that's the father of her
child.
Should have been me.
So it's supposedly he shot somebody back in November.
Yeah.
And the person identified him.
The person said they might have been grazed.
Yeah.
But the person said they identified him. They said him and like 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
and they shot at him. What they say, 3 times?
Something like that, yeah.
And that they identified him. So hopefully it was just mistaken identity.
I don't know.
So they got somebody else in custody.
No, they got him in custody, and then he has to go to court now. Yeah, he's not clear.
So, if he gets locked up, you may get your chance. You gonna raise his kid?
I thought Barbados tonight.
Well, make sure you don't have any warrants or anything pending. Apparently, he didn't think he had anything pending, and when he came back, they were waiting.
It was like, hey,
you can't come back.
Once you go, nigga, go. She
But
said she want to raise the
that
kid
he
in Barbados.
had anything wrong. Like he has.
But
But here's the thing: both of them have business here. If she's going to be in Barbados having a baby and raising a kid, they both are going to have to still come to the U.S. for different things.
They got laptops. Oh my God. They can work remote.
He's going to be like most deaf.
Hell yeah. Smart man.
I'm sorry, y'all seen that. My bad.
No.
So here's something that you'll probably like, CP3. These caterers laced a wedding cake with
yes.
Laced it with what?
Edibles.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Oh,
but the bride was in on it. Like she asked for it.
The bride is actually facing charges.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
So she requested it.
Man, I bet you that reception was lit though.
I'm sure, but that would have been real mad if I would have went and I had a test to do.
You know your friend. You know she do that shit.
So I do want to let you know that this looked like a nice, sweet, average, everyday Caucasian woman.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of people who attended her wedding are not pleased.
I mean,
and I'm not only saying that because of her race. I'm saying that
she had red hair, CP3.
Yeah.
Oh, for real, the old lady, yeah, man.
She wasn't old.
She had gray hair.
I said red hair.
Oh, red hair? Oh, man. Oh, I know they were, yeah. I know she had a good time in the honeymoon.
Now she was in jail.
For real? Oh, they did it that quick? Damn. They downed her out that quick, can't get going on honeymoon. That's fucked up.
Yeah, so she could have ruined someone's life.
I mean, just imagine if you
say it was poppy seeds in the bagel you ate and you'd be alright.
Man, what happened if your job randomly drug test you the next day?
It was the poppy seeds in the bagel, man.
Seeds are not.
It's not denying that shit don't work.
This is marijuana. You know when they test you, they can tell what drug it is.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
But you know what? There was another story where this chick gave her coworkers or something some edibles they didn't know. She brought it into work.
I think
But there was somebody who like made a TikTok, and I think it might have been a parody. It was very similar.
Oh,
she was like, no, like she was like, oh, if they gonna do a random drug test, I ain't gonna be the only one failing.
Yep.
But I don't know if that was a parody, you know?
Or the real thing.
Yeah, but there was a real story like that.
Everybody going down with me.
So you can't eat with everybody bringing on.
So rapper Pooh Shiesty got 5 years. Pooh Shiesty. He is one of. Yeah, no, you don't.
Pooh Shiesty.
He's one of Gucci Mane's artists, I believe. He's on the beatbox song with Spot of God. He's like, I don't know But the sad part is that so they had been making, like he was getting hot and he was making money and they was doing these shows, but he did something stupid. They robbed the dude. They went to go get some shoes off this dude and they robbed him, and then they dropped some of the money. Well, some of the money was used in an Instagram post, and they traced the bills back to Pooh Shiesty because they robbed the dude, but they dropped the money. And the bills were traced back off an Instagram post to Pooh Shiesty, and that's how he got arrested. And he had certain things too. There was another charge he caught while he was in, I think, Miami. He caught a gun charge. Yeah. He was already in trouble I think for the first incident.
He's getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Is what we're saying.
And it's sad because like when you have an opportunity to and get a like major backing from a major rapper and you get to make it out and you get an opportunity to change your income and to feed your family in a different way. Don't waste it trying to be a street nigga.
But we hear this story unfortunately too often.
We do.
And frankly I'm tired of hearing it because we see like you willing to just throw it all away.
And the sad part is we went to, we see what happened to Bobby Smurder who got locked up at the height of his career.
About to talk about it. No, he's trying to make a comeback. Hopefully he's really serious about his career.
I don't call it a comeback.
I mean that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a comeback onto the scene. And I sent it to you guys. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I sent you guys. He's shooting a new video where he has all those Instagram dancers.
Yeah.
One in particular makes me cringe, and I think I sent him to you before. The really fuck dude with the dreads.
Yeah.
He's in the video too, and he's like always grinding, and it creeps me out. I
don't like the big dude.
No, I'm good on that. It's like the way he dances and then he's cheesing and everything. But he's been making his rounds. I mean, he's doing his thing. Shout out to him. But I can't watch him dance. It just makes me cringe. But he's in there. Like a lot of Instagram dancers in there, and so I think it's good that he's trying to put these people.
I think it's good because he one of the guys I didn't I think Quavo held Bobby Smurder down, and actually flew him when he got home, and it was and never bragged about it on social media. That's a real one for you.
I think Lucy was trying to get him to do something with him like last year or something, and I don't know what happened. Him and Quavo were like together or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember what came of it. I don't think anything did actually, but. Even so, I mean, even if I'm not a fan of someone or I don't support them or
I would like
not my thing,
yeah.
I still want to see them.
I want to see them win. I want to see as a black man, I want to see them win. When it's in a positive aspect.
And I said that even for the Instagram dancers that are on here.
So, Amazon will be putting. Amazon's got approved. They're gonna put a hexagon-shaped building in Arlington,
which I don't agree with.
Yeah, but it was just approved. I actually was reading that today as
I think they're only doing that because of the Pentagon.
Yeah.
You're not kidding. But whatever.
And on some good news, the childhood home of Fred Hampton received a historical, being labeled as a historical site. So, if you've seen the movie The Black Messiah, that dealt with Fred Hampton, Black Panthers,
For those who don't already know, but we learned about certain things like that when we were young.
Yeah. Because he was murdered. He was murdered by the police while he slept. But
unfortunately, stuff like that still going on today.
Yes, unfortunately. And his childhood home receives a landmark status. So that's a blessing. It probably should have been a landmark status, to be honest.
When you get murdered by the police, it's going to be kind of slow to do things like that.
Yeah.
Because clearly it was a conspiracy against you. But that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Are y'all ready to hear these new songs before we get off the air? He sent me one from his daughter and one from his son. Oh, It's his son and his daughter on this particular one.
Yeah, coming from the roof, yeah, with a top-down view of you, yeah. And I can't help but tell you, ain't words could put it right, the things you do. Baby, you are, you got like, you is, you are, you are like, you are, you are, you are like, you sip, you drink, you drunk like. Ooh, girl, I'm loving the way we fell in love, and I couldn't find no one just like you. We felt drunk in love. Hey, look, baby, I know I took too many shots and we be up, but girl, I still know how to fall from the night we met. Watching up on the sunset to the day we set it out. I can say for sure that you amazing, girl, you got it all. Baby, you are, you got that. You is, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are that. You sip, you drink, you drop that.
Go figure. You were the one to tell me about the bigger picture.
Baby, can we pop this bottle? I'ma put you right back up in the morning. Say that you like it, that's something I do for you and only you. Baby, you are, you got like, baby, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are like, you sip, you drink, you drunk like, you got it all. Got it all, yeah. Got it all. You got it all, baby. You got it all, baby. You got it all. Baby, you are, you got that. You is, you are.
Hey, you sexy, baby. Hey, you know it. You ain't gotta hide it no more.
Tell me, baby, and I'll find a way, find a way. Put the blame on me, it's my mistake, my mistake. I can't just hide the way you make me feel. I'ma show you, girl, this time I'll keep it real. Keep it real with you, baby, I'ma show I'm trying, trying. And I notice how I've been feeling hopeless and lying to myself. If it's a book, I'm on the wrong pages. Stages to this life, I don't wanna end up strangers. But if you've had enough, I'll understand and see. Baby, you got something, keep reminding me of me. Said I got exactly what you need. We can run it back and push repeat. find a way. Don't they say, if at first you don't succeed, then try again. Can we just proceed? Cause I am not the same. I won't talk too much, let actions speak and show you I have changed. Cause I had a lot of selfish ways, and I know what I done still remains. I fucked up and I lost love and I lost the trust you placed in me. But I hope and pray for the day I'll wait so patiently till I can see and say that I just gave you my last name. Wishing we would light the flame, fixing issues, trying to hide away that ain't never work out. Someone say grace, we about to put it all on the plate for the things we need to face right now, right here. One leap, I promise. No more hiding problems sweeping underneath the carpet. Ain't no building stress, just trust in me and keep it honest. To speak your mind, that's when we releasing problems. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Na 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 na.
I like it. Like, I don't feel like they've sent us anything that we don't like.
All the shit they usually send is hot. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, usually.
Yeah.
I feel like they've never sent us anything that didn't sound good. Like, I mean, of course.
That family is talented though, right?
And for those who don't know, like, these are tracks. These last two tracks that came from our family. Those are cousins. From New Zealand.
Yes.
And
Johnny from New Zealand.
First of all, their culture, they're real chill, they're real laid back. Look up New Zealand, like there's low crime rates, the whole nine, you know, like in my whole life I only heard of one situation coming out of New Zealand that was like bad or anything like that. And that guy was inspired by the crazy Americans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So New Zealand's real chill. So knowing that, listening to their music, you hear that. They're chill, they're talented, of course.
Man.
But real chill, laid back, you know. They send us stuff that, you know, you can just
I want them to send me another video though.
Yeah. But we definitely, me and CP3 were just sitting there being like, we ready to come visit. I have family on that side of the world. Like, I can hop from one place to the other, you know. Like, I'm not playing.
CP3 can we can grill him and he can grill one of them giant spiders.
What? Did you just say grill?
An alpaca.
I need you not to think. When you think alpaca, that's the first thing you think. You want to grill one?
You know what they got over there?
See, I'm telling everybody else to look into New Zealand. I need him to look into New Zealand. So number one, find out if it's acceptable to grill alpacas. And if they even have them, I need you to go ahead and I'm sitting here giving people a lesson on, you know, New Zealand and their culture, and here he is.
Who are you sitting next to?
That's what I'm saying. I need to be talking to you. Speaking of different cultures and eating foods that aren't quite the same.
Yes.
Here. So, and speaking of my family on the other side of the world, I have a couple cousins that want me to move out to Guam. A big branch of my family is in Guam. For those who don't know, Guam is a very small island. It is U.S. territory in the South Pacific, part of the Mariana Islands. Not far from the Philippines, to kind of give you an idea of where this is. Now, one of my cousins wants me to move there. Another cousin was like, oh, you don't have to move. But while we're talking about it, let me send you the fast food options that we have here. And I was like, why are you sending me this? He was like, you going to get fat if you come over. I was like, I'm trying to do the opposite. Thank you. But it speaks on when you look at our fast food restaurants that we have. Restaurants that originated in the U.S.
Yeah.
And you take those same restaurants and you take it to other countries, you're going to have a whole different menu.
Whole different options.
Whole different menu. So I sent CP3 and 151 some menu options for Wendy's. And Wendy's, we know, has a new breakfast menu. And we talked about it today because I was a little off this morning, and I took my little self to Chick-fil-A this morning. I was out and about, and I was like, oh, let me go to Chick-fil-A get something to eat. It is Sunday, y'all. This is the first time I've done this in a long time, but I was excited because there was no line, and then my heart was broken when I realized the only car in the parking lot was a guy doing maintenance on the landscape. Okay, so landscapers and maintenance guys, that's the only people that do. So I went over to Wendy's, and I had never had Wendy's breakfast. So of course I was intrigued and looking at their menu, and my cousin had already sent me this. So of course I'm looking at it like, our stuff is kind of lame, but I did find something that I like. But some of the stuff that's on the menu for Wendy's in Guam, which is still U.S. territory but different culture, very similar to Hawaii, and they eat spam and stuff like that. So you do have a spam breakfast platter where they fry the spam.
Yeah.
That's what they like over there. Like even in the Philippines and stuff, like you won't see that. But then they have like bacon fried rice.
It's different.
Country fried chicken platter. First of all, I love me a country fried chicken. Okay, but this is at Wendy's. Chamorro sausage platter, and chamorro is the name of the people over there. So they have a different type of way that they fix sausage and stuff. Then you have the Portuguese sausage breakfast platter. But then their Biggie breakfast platter has like Biggie breakfast platter, and it's like everything on it. Like you got like rice and I don't know, is that a biscuit? And eggs and all kinds of, and they have sausage and gravy at Wendy's. Like, come on now.
We don't get that shit over here.
We don't. So if you, a lot of people are like, oh, when I travel, I don't want to go to McDonald's, because we got that here. No, you don't. You got McDonald's, but you don't have that kind of McDonald's. So you go to Japan, their McDonald's is so different. I saw a picture of one McDonald's. I'm not sure which country. I don't want to say Japan because it may not be. I think it was in Asia, but they have like these booths that you can sit at. And while you're eating at these little booths, the chair is a bicycle. And you can be like eating or like on your computer or your tablet or whatever, and you're pedaling to get your exercise while you're intaking this fat McDonald's food.
Damn.
So it's wild.
That's a little different.
It's wild.
But
I feel like on occasion these places need to introduce,
different things
to us, stuff that you have. I really need to be on their marketing team because I
mean, honestly, that's how the Big Mac was. The Big Mac was somebody else that did the Big Mac, and then this became popular, and then they brought it over to all the McDonald's.
Right, and sometimes they do try that in different areas, like the sweet tea. We didn't always have, us Guam, we didn't have sweet tea, but down south they did. So they tried it up here. Occasionally they'll do that.
Yeah.
And with the chicken biscuit, they didn't think that it was going to be good all over. So it was down south, but then I remember them testing it out here.
Yeah.
Even with the all-day breakfast, they tested it out.
Are they still doing all-day breakfast?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't go enough to tell you.
I couldn't tell you.
But, I feel like some of these companies, they're neglecting us.
They are. They don't care. They don't. All they want is the green. They don't care about us.
But me and CP3 ready to go to New Zealand.
No, they do not have the all-day breakfast. They got. No, that's what Jamil just told me. He said, however, Roy Rogers has sausage and gravy.
See? And Wendy's got it other places. We got to go to Roy Rogers. And we don't even have Roy Rogers everywhere.
Yeah, I know, because all Roy Rogers now, because McDonald's is the evil company that brought all Roy Rogers out. So any Roy Rogers you see now is privately owned.
But, Roy Rogers kept going back and forth between Hardee's and Roy Rogers like over the years. And so that was kind of confusing.
So.
Like, wow.
Yeah. So, CP3, what you got for us tomorrow?
Tomorrow night we'll be covering the Caps. Their game's still going on now.
Who's
It's
winning?
on ESPN Plus. I didn't have a chance. It's tied 1-1 with 16:56 left in the third. TJ Oshie scored in the first period, and excuse me, Toronto scored about 7 minutes after that, and there's been no scoring since the first period. Look like the Caps are playing pretty well defensively because they gave up 7 goals last time. So definitely good to see them still in this game. I'm gonna try to see if I can jump on one of these Caps and catch the rest of it. We'll also be covering the Nats. We have talked about them getting swept by San Francisco and splitting with Arizona. They're currently 5-11. We'll also be recapping the NBA playoffs, the NBA roundtable. Should be back in full effect tomorrow night. Make sure you check out the website, sportsothp.com. All of our podcasting partners, all their bios, all of our apparel line. Links are on there. Check them out. Appreciate all the support as always. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come on down to Wardlow Honda, 2450 Crane Highway. New, used, pre-owned, certified, new credit, bad credit, some credit, no credit. Give me a chance to earn your business. I bet you I can make it happen for you. Come holler.
That's real professional.
Yeah, he'll come out of from under a rock. So
I told you, Jay, when the lights come on, you gotta be ready, baby. You gotta be ready.
See, there you go. Then we get the crazy voice. We go from professional to crazy in like 2.3 seconds.
It's over now.
Lady Anthony, anything you got going on this week?
Yes. So first of all, I want to let everyone in the DMV area know if you're looking for Commanders tickets, if you want season tickets, group rates, anything like that, hit me up. I got to connect. I'm working on my own thing with the lovely folks at FedEx Field, but and now once that's finalized, I'll come on there and talk about that. But if you're looking to do like group rates, a party, or something like that, hit me up on my Instagram, lady.antoinettedmv. That's my IG. Hit me up, send me a DM, and I can get you connected. Someone who will take care of you. But that's one thing that I'm working on right now. Building relationships, networking with them. Let me look at my calendar. I don't know if there's anything else I can talk to you guys about today.
Might be at the draft party Thursday night at FedEx Field.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but I can't. I can't do Thursdays.
I think I might be sick on Thursday.
Do you know who the Seahawks is drafting, CP3?
Right now, we spoke about it last week on our pre-draft and off-season special. I'm hearing that they're leaning towards wide receiver or possibly cornerback. The last 5 to 6 years, we drafted a defensive player first. Trying to get Terry McLaurin re-signed and getting an extension with him. The wide receiver market has been crazy this offseason, so now it's looking like he's going to be in a possible $22 to $24 million a year range. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes down. But they're leaning towards wide receiver or defensive back. The talent pool isn't really as deep for quarterbacks. There's a couple of guys that we talked about on last Thursday, so you can go check it out on the YouTube channel. Carol put it third. That's the 3 eyes, not the number 3, because I'm not Chris Paul.
Okay, excuse you.
I don't be dribbling and shit.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't be dribbling and shit. That other nigga.
The fact that you said it like that just disturbs my soul.
He's a very disturbing individual.
We need to cut the lights.
Anything else, Lady Anthony, before we cut the mics?
No, we will be back next week. In 2 weeks I won't be here, but next week I'm gonna try to act up a little bit with y'all.
That means you're gonna leave us for 2 weeks and we get to cut up?
No. In 2 weeks. I'm only not gonna be here for 1 week.
Oh.
I feel like it's 1 week in a month that y'all miss me.
So that's one line.
Okay, do not tempt me because I do fly back in to town on Sunday.
I met some new people too.
So I will, me and my son, will pull up on you if I'm back before the show is over.
So the key word is swinging.
Anyway, let's play this video. Jay, Warfare Jay.
Come over here for one, he gonna learn some shit.
What's up, Warfare Jay? He's one of our cousins.
Yes.
Everybody our cousins.
Yeah, I gave my heart, you lied. Supposed to be right here by my side. You convinced me with them lies. Told me how you was gon' ride. And you would never leave my side. But times got hard, then you ran away. Sad to say you left my heart so traumatized. Like I just seen a homicide. But life goes on, had to move on for the better. Yeah, I know you hate to see me doing better. Had you jealous when you see me with my new bitch doing some new shit. Like, why you got me out here looking stupid and so foolish? I ain't got time for these games, no, no. And I ain't got time for the reminiscing, cause we didn't have the same intentions. Guess you ain't get it, too busy stuck in your feels. You ain't care about how I was feeling, fuck how you feeling. Bitch, you tripping, talking about how shit would be different between me and you. But ain't no difference, cause you never ever listened. Thought I cheated with them bitches, couldn't blame me for assuming. Supposed to be right here, supposed to be right here with me. Could be right here with me, supposed to be right here with me. Could be right here with me, supposed to be right here with me. Yeah, I gave my heart, you lied. Supposed to be right here by my side. You convinced me with them lies. Telling me how you was gon' ride. And you would never leave my side. But times got hard, then you ran away. Sad to say you left my heart so traumatized. Like I just seen a homicide, but life goes on.
Had to move on, cause all I could feel was all this pain. All that shit you done to me, so I won't be the same. I caught you cheating, you begged and pleaded, didn't mean a thing. I took you back, you did it again, man, I should be ashamed. Feeling like my life sucks, I knew this was a dirty game. But can't complain, I had a hunch, I should've took the hint. Tired of your lies, enough of that, I had to up and split. I know you hate it when you see me with another bitch. We doing things that make you jealous, make you throw a fit. You in the past, I moved on, no need for me to reminisce. I got a new chick, yeah, she with me and she down to ride. Bonnie and Clyde, and you know it ain't no switching sides. This could be us, but this what happens when you telling lies.
Yeah, I gave my heart, you lied. Supposed to be right here by my side. You convinced me with them lies. Telling me how you was gon' ride. And you would never leave my side. But times got hard, then you ran away. Sad to say you left my heart so traumatized. Like I just seen a homicide, but life goes on.